Yo, what's up, duelists? What's up, duelists? Get in here, get in here, get in here, get in here. While everyone's getting in here, just a reminder for everyone tuning into this and the VOD, RBET Santa Clara signups are open. We are working on an RBET Indy right now to hopefully help out the players. Just gonna share them live real quick and then we should be good to go. Oh, I forgot I gotta find the link to that, bro. What's up, duelists? How are you doing today? Let's go ahead and hop in Dueling Book real quick. What's up, duelists? I didn't even share the stream last night. Messed up. I messed up, bro. I messed up. What's up? Found a venue. You're French and you're sad. Don't worry. We'll try and make something happen for EU players. Shout out my crush Konami. What's up, Zabuma? Found a venue. We found a couple of leads. I called all of them this morning. And so one of them picked up and we're waiting to hear back from them. I just talked to their basically their secretary. And then a couple of them are closed on, or their offices were closed on Sunday. Their booking offices were closed on Sunday. So we're going to be reaching out to them in the morning. It's like 2 or 3 of them. And then what else was it? Yeah, we'll find a place. I'm confident we'll find a place. Like, worst case scenario, we'll book a wedding venue. There's a couple of wedding venues that are kind of like our plan Bs. But worst case scenario, we'll just book one of those and put some tables up and then throw an RBET. Like, we've done that in the past and it's no big deal. But ideally we'd like a proper venue, you know what I mean? So we're going to follow through on all of those first, and then we'll move on to sort of our plan B options. But if you have recommendations and you want to send them my way, I'm still open to recommendations at this time because we have not signed anything. We have not finalized anything yet. So please shoot them to me on Discord if you have recommendations for a venue that weekend, the July 12th weekend in Indy. Because, good morning, CB. Good morning, Cyrus. How you guys doing today? Yeah, so basically if you guys are just waking up and somehow missed the news, Konami decided to cancel Ultimate Time Wizard basically entirely. And so nobody's really going to play in those events anymore. And they did it a month out from that, so a lot of people have booked travel. And so what we're trying to do is throw an RBET that same weekend so that people, said any hero variant deck is playable right now. In Edison format, Diva Hero 1 RBTLA, I don't know what you're talking about. Are you talking about with regards to the Konami rules? No one will play that way, so it doesn't matter. That's irrelevant, you know what I mean? But with regards to actual Edison format, then yeah. Konami really pulling the rug on legacy format enjoyers? Yeah, that's why we have pulling the rug in the Konami deck list here. We've got the Konami deck list. Anyway, that's kind of just a brief update for everyone just tuning in. We are going to be playing some Edison format today, this morning, in light of the news. Some real Edison format, none of that fake shit, alright? Get that shit out of here. We're not playing Master Duel or whatever, alright? Ain't nobody want that shit. We haven't been playing this format for 15 years for it to change overnight for no reason. That's just not how it works. What's up, Julian? How you doing? But in the meantime, if you guys do have venues, you're cracking me up when we have the chat name these cards. I didn't realize there were so many cards that just described Konami. Aljaz says post new rules. There are no new rules for Edison format. Alright, we're just not going to play that way. Ever. That's just not how this works. That's also not what this stream is. We're not talking new rules. That's not even a discussion, bro. Ain't nobody want to do that. Ain't nobody want to do that. Everyone just needs to support RBET. Yeah. Facts. We need to find a venue in Indy, bro. That's right now. I've followed through on my leads so far. One of them has gotten back to me, and hopefully they will get back to me Monday morning with the offices, with the final offer and stuff like that. So we're looking to make something happen. But in the meantime, I feel like it's as good a time as ever to play some Edison format. Had to ask head judge for your country's Nats about this. He said Konami Europe has yet to make or actually confirm the same announcement for us. That's good to hear, damn boy. I genuinely hope Konami Europe is different from Konami NA. What's up, Juan? How you doing? This is Edison. That is Time Wizard. Yeah, if you could even call it that. Because it's going back in time to a time that didn't exist. What's up, Duelist? What's up, Optimus Prime? How you doing? What's up, Duelist? RBET Keegan activate Solemn Judgment. Konami should transfer OP rights to Keegan. I don't know what I'd even do with all that. One man cannot have too much power. It's strange because the only formats that can be played under these rules formats doesn't even support, right? Yeah, and people don't play those formats too, CB. Like, they're just not popular formats, so it doesn't even make sense. Even if that was the case, it just doesn't make any sense. Thank you so much, Aljaz. You as well. I hope you have a great day. Living the dream today seems like a nightmare. It's just going to be a lot of, like, media. It's just going to be a lot of, yeah, RBET, not Ultimate Time Wizard. We're going to keep playing Edison format. Y'all can do your thing. I actually made a meme and posted it last night. I think it was this one. Your buddy who somehow manages to scrape together an 8-man toss pod every week was so sad when I called him today. Pretty much everyone at the LGS only plays in his tournament for the OTS prizing. That's wild. They're actually having Hat at NAWCQ, to be fair. They're not having Hat, actually. They're not having any of their old formats. They canceled all the old formats. They're having a bunch of custom formats, but they're not having Hat. They're not having Edison. They're not having Goat. They're not having anything, basically. This is how you know how important this format is for people. People are genuinely pissed about this. No one likes this. Yeah, I have not heard of... Like, I've heard one person who likes this, and that person is, like, just someone who doesn't play. So it's like, I can see how, like, casuals might, like, come into this and be like, I don't see the difference. And for the entire community that plays the format, nobody likes this. Like, this is not going to be a popular choice. It's also going to be, like, a logistics mess, but whatever. It just seems stupid. It seems like they had a good thing going, and they just decided to not have the good thing going. I think you were the one who said that, Joseph. You think Konami will back down? Have you known Konami to back down? Not that it matters. Like, people were going to their events. Actually, people were going to their events, but not as much as RBET lately. Dudes defending this are dudes who play Modern but don't have invites to play in the main event. LMAO. Yeah, that's exactly it. Natrous Oxide has it right. You're hoping nobody signs up for these and Konami changes their mind. Nobody will sign up for them, but Konami won't change their mind. That's the problem. Therein lies the problem. We've discovered the source of the problem is Konami. Wow, what a surprise. Or whoever is making these decisions, which is Konami, obviously. They're trying to make it easier on the judges, since the judges need to learn the new rulings. Yeah, now the judges just need to learn a whole bunch of new stuff. So I don't think they're trying to make it easier on the judges. I think they're just trying to streamline stuff into Master Duel. Someone else said that. It's a stupid decision, short term at least. Long term, I think it's suicide, personally, but there's only one way to tell, and that's to see it play out. But short term, it's a really stupid decision. Like, people just won't play it. Like... They wanted this to be Time Wizard from the get-go, but caved back then. Current rules and card text make it feel like so many decks just become a lot worse. No, it's just not. We're not even going to entertain it, Baka Slayer. We're not even going to entertain it here. This is just like a joke. This is like... I'm treating this like how I was treating Konami events before, where it's just like, I just won't be going to them, because who cares what they do? You know what I mean? And we'll just go to our BETs instead, because people want to play Edison format. They don't want to play someone's custom format. some CEO's custom format. Master Duel integration is stupid as a concept. MD uses OCG hand trigger rules anyways. I don't know what that means, but yeah, probably stupid. Yeah. You don't think a single person involved in this decision have played a game of Edison ever? You'd bet all your money on it. Same. I agree. You can't watch content about new Edison. Yeah, most people who are tuning into that right now are just hoping to get a reaction out of the players. But I promise you, content about new Edison will not be a thing in like a month. Master Duel is a fake format anyway. Yeah, it's not even a TCG format anyway. Strange because of all the Go, Edison, Tengu plant formats, reprints in the Rarity Collection sets, like, what's the point? Yeah, they even reprinted, some of the reprints have, like, the old text, which seems really counterintuitive now. It's, like, seems really stupid. There's just a lot of disconnect going on in that company. So the bigger RBETs get, will judges need to get more organized? I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. We already have, like, pretty unified judging documents and stuff like that, and edisonformat.com is such a good resource that, like, we pretty much have it on lock. But yeah. Yeah. What's up, Osmel? How you doing? Just got hit by the news. We don't care about what they're saying. Edison is not a changeable thing at this point. Edison's for the people. Love this retro format. True facts, Osmel. True facts. Did you find a venue for Indy? I reached out to all of my leads so far. A lot of people are closed on Sunday, so some of them are going to be getting back to me tomorrow. And I heard back from one person, but it was just the secretary, and they're getting me more information on the venue. The chances that we're going to find a venue are very high, so we're just going to throw an RBET venue the same weekend, basically. And I'm thinking, okay, I need to get everyone in chat's opinion on this. Everyone in chat's opinion. I'm thinking we're going to do, I think we're going to do it as a charity. Like, all the profits go to charity. Like a No Kid Hungry or something like that. Because that way, like, it makes it easier for us to get a venue. And then, yeah, it's just, like, good for a good cause type thing. So I think we might do this one full charity. And instead of our Edison money going to some fucking CEO at Konami, it'll be going to, like, kids who are starving or something that, like, actually matters. You know what I mean? Where and how often do you guys host big Edison events? All over the world is where I host them. I'm looking to host one in Indianapolis in 1 month, roughly. It's a W. That way Konami getting mad makes them look even worse. I mean, they would look... Can't get C&D legally because it's a charity event. I think they can C&D a charity event if they'd want to, but I don't see why they would do that. They haven't even C&D'd the non-charity ones. They can honestly, like... Dude, C&Ds are so fake, bro. They're so fucking fake. They're just like a warning. But, like, what are they going to do? Like, we're going to throw the event. What are they going to do? They can't... There's no legal action that can be pursued there. There's zero legal action that can be pursued there. Do you need Konami's permission to run the events? No. We've been doing it with... We ran them Konami sanctioned for a year, and it turns out, you know what Konami offers? A lot of restrictions and nothing else. They give you nothing. To run Konami sanctioned events, they give you nothing. That's it. They just give you nothing, and then they basically put a bunch of restrictions and tell you what you can and can't do. C&D is 1000% fake. Yeah, facts. It's just a fucking piece of paper, bro. That was June 15th. June 12th. Damn boy. Or no, July 12th. Sorry. July 12th, I think. If I remember correctly. Yeah, so it's in a month. Stop or I'll maybe sue. Yeah, exactly. And if they sue me, like, they just don't have a case, bro. They would just lose. They just bleed money for no reason. Like, what are they going to get out of me? Literally, like, Konami, billion-dollar company, sues minimum wage earner. What are they gonna get out of me? They can't. They have nothing to get out of me. Like, you know what I mean? Like, there's nothing to gain by doing that other than just like costing me money, which I just like won't entertain. You're very surprised that Konami didn't at least offer the opportunity to hire staff or judges. What do you mean? I don't understand what you mean by that. You'll just ignore all the charges. Bro, like, what charges? You know what I mean? It's not a federal charge. You know what I mean? They won't do shit, bro. It's such a stupid idea for them to do something. They won't do it. Even if we weren't running this for charity. I just want to run it for charity because I believe in the fucking good of the community. That's the only reason why. But we'll see. We'll see how it works out. It may be ran at a loss anyway, considering it's so last minute. Judges need to learn old format, and that's it. Yeah, for RBET, the judges know the old format, and that's all that matters. In the meantime. This is not a video game where there is the case. You're misusing the game license if you hold a public event. There's just people playing with the cards they brought from home. Exactly, Castor Lewis. It's totally different than other IPs. Old formats aren't even hard to learn. It's so well documented. Facts, Franco. Suing a charity would be a good look for Konami. I mean, it's a long list of things between their blood money from like slot machines and like all this other stuff. These changes are probably made to disincentivize alternative formats to push advanced format. Who knows why it was made? It's just a dumb decision. We're going to ignore it for the most part. Community's been running Edison as grassroots. We'll do it again. Just sucks that we won't have Konami sanction Time Wizard with the old rulings. Hopefully they won't force OTS to follow. It sounds like they're going to force OTS to follow, but yeah, who knows? Maybe the backlash is big enough, Omar. And I honestly think this is going to be the breaking point for a lot of stores. In my city already, there's one store that like carries Yu-Gi-Oh! Because people just don't want to deal with Konami. They place too many restrictions and they don't give enough. Like the stuff that they give, like pre-releases, OTS tournaments, and OTS packs. A, they don't give enough OTS packs to the stores that actually need them. B, the pre-releases, it's like, who even wants the new product? Fucking no one. And then C, like the pre-releases sell like maybe 10 seats, tops. You know what I mean? And then C, I forget what the other one was. It's like the OTS store championships. What do they even provide for that? Like some rubberback mats? The store can just get their own pricing. Like this is like such a... We're at a point in time where it's just like OTS offers nothing but like a hand in the pie for Konami. And then they demand a lot. Would you be in the clear if I'm already in the clear, Grim. I don't even need to change what I'm doing. I'm already in the clear. There's nothing they can do that would... People throw Edison Yu-Gi-Oh! Tournaments all the time. There's nothing illegal about throwing a Yu-Gi-Oh! Tournament. There's nothing against a law about that. In your city, Edison locals were canceled because of dispute over OTS packs. Then that store stopped buying Yu-Gi-Oh! Altogether. Yeah, that's happened at a lot of stores. Stores just stopped carrying Yu-Gi-Oh! Because Konami, it just doesn't provide what they're literally offering for OTS. Like, the whole point of OTS is that they give you packs to give to players. That's the whole reason to make your store OTS. And so many stores, literally, I want to say almost every store, 99% of the stores I've talked to, have said that they don't receive enough OTS packs for their players. So the thing that they're signing up for, they're not even getting. You don't think most OTS stores will follow the new rules if Konami makes them? Yeah, most of them just won't follow it. And then just won't say anything. Your OTS doesn't even have the most current OTS set. Yeah, most stores are using like 2-3 OTS sets ago because they just can't get the new ones. And what happens is like a few stores like get large shipments of the packs and then they sell them secondhand to a bunch of other stores that need them. And it turns into this fucking weird like favoritism game. What can you legally give away for prizes? Whatever I want. It depends on state jurisdiction, like with regards to specifically cash. But as far as like anything else besides specifically cash, we can do whatever we want for prizing. Even if we give away cash, I've already done cash tournaments. Konami won't do shit, dude. I don't know. Just doesn't seem like a real thing. Ignore rulings, receive packs anyway. Yeah. Competition can offer anything. Exactly. In Indiana, card game for cash is legal. There you go. Once you buy product from Konami, it is your product and you can do whatever you want with it. Konami can't stop you from offering it as prizing. Facts. Because game of skill. Yeah, it is a game of skill, yeah. Konami is not ultimate time card pool with its time. Wait, what? I'm just reading it wrong. Literally, there's only one store in your city that is Yu-Gi-Oh! And semi-regularly hosts a local, and there aren't even an OTS store. All right, who wants to see some Edison gameplay? Press 1 if you want to see some beautiful Edison format. We are going to be playing a fan favorite today. We're going to be playing the Dark Simorg deck that everyone enjoys. Big fan. Anyone else a big fan of this deck? Let's go ahead and switch to the Edison format ban list. More Konami hate too. Oh, we'll be bringing the hate. Don't worry, it'll be happening. I'm getting a few texts here. Just want to make sure that we are getting not getting hit back by the venues right now. All right, let's go hop in a game. Fuck it. Hey, Spencer, you want to play right now? Hop on Dueling Book, Spencer. Let's play right now. All right, I'm a host for Spencer. Oh no, wait, Spencer's at locals. Never mind. He can't. He's at locals right now. Okay, fair enough. What's up, the man? How you doing? See Red Med, you nut. Same, bro. Card is beast. Alright, we got an opponent. Shit. Guess we're playing Edison. Good luck, have fun. Your locals have been out giving Edison format high rarities for a while now. Beast. We lost RPS. Unfortunate, but it is what it is. About to go eat lunch at night and day. Word up. This hand seems pretty good. What do you guys think about this hand? You tried cooking anything with zombie machines? Oh, Lightsworn's a scary matchup. I don't know what the crossover is between zombies and machines. All right, we got Aaron, the Lightsworn Monk. Let's go ahead and just Heavy Storm here. It's probably Threatening Roar, but no, it's Starlight Road. Oh, interesting. That's a E3 Yu-Gi-Oh! Classic. We're going to activate Future Fusion, and we are going to reveal Five-Headed Dragon, keeping in mind that this is how this card is played in Edison format. Just want you guys to know, this is how this card is played in Edison format. We will reveal Five-Headed Dragon. We're going to send Drago, Redmed, Wyvern, and probably another Red Eyes. We want to get a Red Eyes into the Banish Zone. Alright, so I'm going to put Simorg into play and Wyvern into play this turn. Or do we want to go Simorg and then Red Eyes? I think it might be better to go Simorg and Red Eyes. In which case, I should have sent 2 Dragos. Only Chad's attend RBET's facts. Whatever, we'll do what we can here. Alright, I'm going to special summon Dark Simorg. Yeah, this doesn't play well through Honest Celestia. We get cooked by Honest Celestia here. If he has it, he has it. Oh, he's thinking, yeah, so he has Honest. We're going to put Red Eyes into play, though. Oh, no. He's not going to do anything. All right. Well, he can't set cards now. End phase, we can bring out the Red Eyes. Wait, does he have 4 names? Did I miss something? He has 4 names, right? Oh, he has 4 names. Eesh. All right, we need to do this either way. We don't get the luxury of waiting here. He might just drop JD and cook us. Might happen. Unfortunately, he just opened the nuts. Yeah, he just opened the nuts. I don't know if we can win this. I played this wrong. I did not pay attention to his graveyard. I was reading the chat. With Dark Simorgh, try running Instant Fusion. No thanks. All right. We are going to be losing this one, but we'll go next. Turn 2 JD kind of beats us going first. We're going to go with the 3rd Drago, the Warrior Ladies, the Exploder Dragon. These are all great in this matchup. Power Pickaxe is also pretty good. It's a tutorable DD Crow. We can just bring out all 3 of these. They don't really do anything. They power up Summoner Monk, but that's just about it. As far as like other shit goes, I normally side out Trag. He's usually one of the weakest cards. And then sometimes I side out Dasher and D-Draw. But I think in this game, I don't know. Card Destruction might be a little bit weak because we don't want to power up his JD for him. Yeah, I played that game wrong because I was not looking at his graveyard. I should have been looking at his graveyard. But hey, first game of the morning and we've got 8 million things happening. And so shit happens, you know what I mean? You get what I'm saying. Alright, this is probably just a Grepher. Wait, is there a way we can go turn 1 Simorgh with this hand? We might do we sandbag Grepher then? Do we go Hidden Armory? Gotta go sorry? No problem. Alright, opponent has to leave. Alright, we'll get another game. We'll get another game. But basically what would have happened is I probably would have gone Hidden Armory for DDR now. Go get Hidden Armory for DDR. And then next turn, we have a pretty big turn. So next turn, what would happen is we'd draw a card. We'd have Drago here. So we'd go probably normal Grepher, Pitch Mally, Send Plague. Maybe I should have done this the first turn because we have a lot of normals. I think we have a game shot though. So we do this. Then we do Plague, probably stack Drago. And then Special Mally. Banishing Mally. So this would be, yeah, I think we'd have a game shot turn 2. So we do this. And then we'd synchro into probably Dark End to pop whatever monster he summoned. Then we DDR, pitch Wyvern, bring out Plague. So we'd have Dark End in play right now, right? Bring out Plague. It could also be something else, you know, it doesn't have to be specifically that. But we bring out Plague, and then we'd special summon Dark Simorgh, and then we'd have like a game shot here. So that's what we would have done, basically. All right, moving on. Next game. Next game. What's up? Today we're playing Edison format. YCS or RBET Indy is still a go. So we're just working on locking in the venue. It's going to take a day or 2 for sure because that's how long those things take. But if you guys have venue recommendations you want to send me still, please hit me up on Discord. We managed to win the rock, paper, scissors, which is really nice. And yes, like the stream or Konami, please will come errata your cards. Facts. I see your Discord message. I got 1 trillion Discord messages this morning, so bear with me on that. If it wasn't related to a venue, I haven't gotten a chance to get back to you yet. All right, this one's pretty good. We've got Destiny Draw, Pitch Dasher. We've got Stratos, Search Mally if we want to do that. Or we could Hidden Armory for DDR. I think I'm going to go Stratos, Search Mally. Actually, no, I should have Hidden Armory for DDR. That was actually a misplay. Because next turn I go Wyvern. Yeah, that was actually pretty stupid. It's still fine though. We'll just pass. Konami kneecapping their own tournament so that small creators can host their own better run tournaments. Facts, bro. Okay, here's Alias. Okay, so we're playing against Hero Beat. This might be a tough matchup. But we'll see what we can do about it. Skyscraper is obviously very good against us. Only 1 back row is kind of nice for us. Another normal summon is not a great draw, but it's not terrible because if we can get Dark Smart. Oh, I should have special. No, I shouldn't have special that actually. That means I have no plays. Yeah, I think it's just special Dark Simorgh. Or attempt to special dark some more. Or stalk your Facebook. Yeah, they'll just stalk your Facebook. I wonder if I can win this turn. It might be kind of hard, but we'll see. Because I don't have a normal summon. I guess I should have hidden Armory first. I probably should have hidden Armory first. Yeah, because then I would have banished the Gores, kept the Dasher in the grave. That was kind of a mistake on my part. This deck is hard, and I'm not really that focused. We might need to switch to an easier deck after this. But it's no big deal. We'll figure it out. I think the solution here is probably get Mally in the grave and bring out Dasher to play around Gemini Spark. What's up, Bendrix? How you doing? And then we'll use the dragons for the late game. So we'll pitch Mally. Special Dasher. And fuck it. Morgan says you don't understand the post where they changed literally the entire format. Okay, Scrap Iron Scarecrow. That's interesting. All right, we'll just delete that guy. This guy will switch to defense mode. Main phase 2, we can't normal summon this turn because we used Hidden Armory, so we're going to pass. Opponent, I believe, can't reset. Scrap Iron Scarecrow goes to grave because of some org. Can't be reset. Yeah, he can't reset Scrap Iron Scarecrow versus Thank you so much, Real Jonah. Yeah, there you go. Yep. That's hilarious. Dark some more cooking, bro. I don't understand what he just said, but yes, it will be a difficult one to come back from. That's why we play D-Prison and not Scrap Iron Scarecrow. Hosting a tournament at the same time as an NAWCQ in the same area, as it will be a huge one for the people. We support you, Keegan. Thank you so much, Alex. Yeah, we're in talks with the venues right now. I'm not even going to think about this matchup too much. We're just going to run it back. Rob doesn't speak English. Fair enough. Yeah, difficult matchup for sure. Difficult matchup. We hit the Trune, which is nice. We also hit the Gorse, which is nice. But he takes it to react. Yeah, totally valid. Yeah, Elemental Hero Prisma. Edison format community will still be playing Edison format, though. Not only do we support you, but also fuck Konami. That's the more important part here, is that you guys don't let a fucking billion-dollar company bully you. Okay, Dark Bright, sending Necroshade. What does this do? You can normal summon level 5 or higher without tributing. That's kind of cool. Is that cool? I don't know. It's kind of cool. I think I'm going to try for Drago. It's like the worst of our cards. I can either do that or just set Plague. But I think I'm going to go try for Drago. I don't really mind if this gets back road. What the fuck? This card is destroyed. Okay. That's an interesting one. Alright. Destroyed by a card effect while equipped. Okay. Gearfried? Yeah, this could be Gearfried. It's kind of interesting. Charles effect, sure. It's kind of a cool card. I don't hate it. Do you guys hate it? I think it's pretty good. Here, looks solid. Right? Question mark. He searched Blade Edge. Okay, he's attacking with the Prisma first, which is a bit of a mistake on his part. He's just missing damage. Unless he has another Blast with Chain. Which I don't know if he does. Nope, he doesn't. Okay, cool. Activates Future Fusion. This is also fine. I mean, we have game next turn, right? Thank you so much, Nick Base. Much appreciated. That donation is going to be going directly towards getting a venue for RBET Indy to help the players out. What the heck is going on here with this? Sparkman and King of the Swamp. Okay. Thank you so much, Nick Base. Much appreciated. Absolutely. Alright. Give him a little heart. There's a Miracle Fusion. Okay, so that changes things a little bit. He's forced to go Miracle Fusion now. Okay. What is this guy cooking? This looks like Totogon's deck with extra spice. Yeah. But he opens Stratos, Future Fusion, Miracle Fusion. That's going to be good no matter what you're playing. Because if you open those 3 cards, like, you're probably chilling no matter what. We might be able to do some shit here. I'm not sure exactly what, though. I need to put my mind to work and figure out exactly what's going to happen. Thank you so much, Nick Face, for the 2nd super chat. My goat. Much appreciated. Thank you so much. Alright, banishing King of the Swamp. What else are we banishing here? Necroshade. Okay. This might not even be the Absolute Zero. Is it Absolute Zero? Is he trying to keep Hero Blast live with the normal in his grave? I don't know how this works. Oh, he's going into this. What does this do? Must be fusion someone's card. Special summon target one monster opponent control. Destroy that target. Then special summon a monster from your opponent's graveyard to their side of the field. Okay, gonna destroy Gores. And then they get a special summon a monster to my field. To my field. Okay, cool. Support RBT instead of Konami is the right thing to do every time. True facts. Oh, what a draw. What a draw. Fusion is technically a Roid monster. Huh. Interesting. Well, let's win the game. Start off with a nice little giant Trunade. Thank you so much for the super chat. Why though? Support RBT instead of Konami is the right thing to do every time. Much appreciated, King. Much appreciated. Alright, let's see if we can game shot here. I don't know if we can. I don't know if we have enough cards, but we're gonna try. So we've got a normal Plague. What does this guy do? This card special summon target one monster in your opponent's graveyard. Okay. We're gonna try to make Yugioh Guardian. Much love, Joseph. Your donations are gonna be going directly to the RBET Indy. Tribute Stratos instead of Necro. No big change, huh? True. That's not I think your play that you did is best. Yeah, because if he didn't do that, he would be dead for sure. But oh my god, the Earth Tuner memes are gonna go crazy. So we're not gonna be able to use Bryonics effect because we need to stack a card for Plague. So we're gonna go Yugioh Guardian here. We go Plague. Which of these are we brain controlling? It's gotta be Shaman, right? Oh, this is so ugly, man. Because another Miracle Fusion still does us kind of dirty. Should we brain control Prisma to play around Honest? That might be the best play. Hold on, let me do some math. If we brain control Prisma, stack for Plague, make Bryonic, bounce one of his guys, drop some Morg, is that game? We might be better off. Well, let's just start off with special summon some Morg so I can like clear my head. So I've got 22, 5,000, 77. Plus one of his guys. It's going to be a little over 9,000, but we're just a little short because the Stratos is still in play. So it all depends on how we want to make this happen. I lost 5 Plasma here. Yeah, we've got brain control. He's drawing an extra card. Huh? He just drew an extra card. Ah, it says just watch next try. I lost. Okay. I think Dark End wins, right? I could be wrong. I could be very wrong. Let me run the numbers again. I think we might be just short if we go Dark End. We might have to go... Oh, man, it's so close. It's so close. I think we're just short. This is a 100, 200, 800, 1700. No. It's exact. It's exact, right? That's 300 plus 1500 is 1800. Yeah. So we win. This is 8,000 exact. Oh, hell yeah. Oh my gosh, this worked so well. Stratos is going to search. GG's. You built Flamvale Fairy? That goes crazy, won a ton of games. Hell yeah, Nick Bays. I'm glad that you've been having success with it. Well, we managed to beat Future Fusion Stratos Miracle, which is pretty lucky, I guess. We managed to get the turn 2. So, yeah, we out here. That was a good game. Stratos would have searched there as well. Would have got probably Dasher. All right. Your local started Edison turning us with prizes. You're very much an Edison noob. What deck can you suggest you to start tryharding? Probably Black Wings, Bendrix. If you want to start tryharding. That was a good game. That was a good game. That was a good game. We had to navigate some tough situations. I think if he put up absolute 0, it would have been a little harder, because then we wouldn't have been able to game him, and then we would have lost. We would have had to trade Gores with absolute 0 and played a grind game. That would have been much harder, straight up. All right, Tacos for Life wants to duel. Good luck, have fun. I had tacos yesterday, so I'm a big fan. Big fan of tacos. Hidden rogue options. If you want to play more hidden rogue options and play Flamvale Fairy, the deck has a good matchup against everything, but it's very hard. Especially if you're a new player, you might not have as good of a time. We're going back to rock. Oh, dude, we're in the vortex. I feel like breaking boards instead of playing the control aggro style frogs or light sworn. What a hand. This hand does things, I suppose. Back row. What did he mean by back row? Let's go ahead and e-call for Stratos now. Activate Stratos. Konami got to be stopped. Well, we are stopping them. We are full stopping that. I think I'm going to grab Dasher, actually, with this hand. Dasher looks like he's going to come up more here. Go Allure of Darkness now. Try and find some cash money shit. That isn't bad. I think Banishing Monk is probably the best because we don't have DDR. But we don't have a normal summon dragon for Red Eyes anyway, so we might need Monk to find the dragon. So I'm actually going to banish Red Eyes. And then we're going to go 1800 to the Domes. Will you try deck building with the new rules? Fuck no. What? No, absolutely not. Literally no one is doing that. Why would anyone want to do that? That sounds fucking miserable, bro. If I wanted to play a custom format, I would just play a different format. I would just make up the format myself. Absolutely not. If you expect that in any capacity, this is not the channel for you. I'll just tell you that right now. No problem. Alright, there's the diva. My hand's not very good here. I'm going to keep it honest with you guys. He kind of has it all, so we're... And we went second. I think if we went first this game, we're probably winning. It's kind of ugly, but reality. You know? Or if I stuck Drago somehow, but I would have needed Heavy Storm to stick the Drago, I think. Real ones play real Edison. Easy. Facts. You're actually scared by people leaving the format or playing the new one? Dude, that is not real. That will not happen. You love how banishing Red Man to Allure is a good thing in this deck? Me too, Joseph. Me too. It's like, oh, dude, if I draw DDR, I win. When you play that deck, the Gilman and Mally are in the hand. Same, bro. Same. Just infinitely stuck to the hand. Oh, he's playing Polymerization. He's on a different level. Alright. This is going to be hard. Can Simorgh survive Catastrophe? Yes, because it's a dark monster. Catastrophe only affects non-dark monsters. What's up with poly decks these days? I don't know, but there's a lot of them going around. They're not bad. When they get draws like this, it's pretty solid. I still think him making Stardust here would have been a better play, like overall. He's also missing damage by attacking the wrong order, I think. And by synchroing main phase 1. He's missed a lot of damage there. Titania is the queen of being in your turn 1 hand. Facts. Okay, maybe I should have searched Mally. Immediately punished. I thought I was more likely to draw anything but Gruffer, but we drew Gruffer, so. Okay, so I think the answer is we're going to try... Well, we've got to out everything. Swagger, of course, of course. We got to lock down the venue, but as soon as we lock down the venue, it's a go, bro. It's a go. Text me or whatever when you get a chance. And also, if you have travel booked for Nats, let me know. You'll get priority to activate the priority to activate. You get priority to sign up for RBET Indy. Catastrophe kills Simorgh and Lad. Does it? I'm pretty sure it doesn't. Doesn't it say? Yeah, non-dark. Yes, it says non-dark. It doesn't kill either of those. Gappy. That doesn't track because it's dark. I think this is gonna be a pitch Simorgh send plague angle. You did check? Well, it's a stupid ruling either way. Facts. Did you check the Konami rulings? No, I'm just kidding. All right. The question is if we pitch special Greffer and then preserve our normal for Monk. I think we need the cards in hand, so I think we're gonna go normal Greffer. Priority question mark. They're non-dark and dark at the same time. Right. That makes perfect sense. That makes sense, apparently. Question mark. Alright, we want to discard Dasher to Bryonic to out Absolute Zero. Ignition priority. Yes, you still have ignition priority, Swagger, of course. But do I just bounce both guys? And then just take the trade, and then he's like on Miracle or Bust. I can stack Monk. I guess I could have always rotated for Greffer. I can stack Monk and rotate the second Greffer. But then Monk is how I get Red Eyes out, so that doesn't make a lot of sense. I think I'm gonna stack Rhoda, actually. Special Plague. Maybe I shouldn't have pitched some more. Torrential here. Well, that's kind of a best case scenario because I would have had to discard my entire hand. So now I don't have to do that, which is nice. You run 2 Grepher now? Yeah, I added the second Grepher over the Blizzard Dragon. So I've already normaled. I could just wait, or I could bring out some Morg right now. I think because I'm a little low, I want to bring out some Morg right now. So I'm going to banish Drago plus Dasher and special some Morg from my grave. And try to hit for 25. Oh, he's got Bottomless. Okay. Well, the path is now cleared for Monk into Wyvern into Red Eyes. But we don't have anything to bring out with it. That's probably fine. I think 2,800 will be enough to close this one out. He's on 0 cards. Functionally. So we're gonna, what the fuck is this? What is going on? Oh, I guess he did that so he could keep his Avarice live. So, what the fuck is this moment? I'm happy it's not Miracle Fusion. I'll say that much. I'm happy it's not Miracle Fusion. Because Miracle Fusion here would have been really ass. But he can't put it all back, I don't think. He can't put back the Gilman. He must run 2 Gilman then. He had to put back a Mally? Wouldn't you rather put back the Gilman than the Mally? Am I wrong for that? I guess if he returns the Mally? Huh. Maybe we just build up and chill. He drew the second Gilman? That's so funny. Why is he doing this? This guy's getting hella reward. There's no reason for him to do all this. He has an advantageous position. He doesn't need to run out the allure yet. Yeah, just kind of throwing it all away there for... I don't understand this guy's playing. I don't know. I low-key think it's Monk into Wyvern pass. Oh, he might Bottomless Wyvern. Well, what can you do? Alright, I'm going to Monk into Wyvern and then just pass. I don't really want to attack into an unknown set right now. Although he did set it before Blind Alluring, so it might be a spell card. I could have banished for Red Eyes and attacked. I just figured, like, if he outs the Wyvern, it's, like, pretty good to have it in Grave. And if I draw a spell, then I can, like, Monk Pitch. But I guess if he outs the Wyvern, then he can probably out the Monk, too. Summon Sangin. Oh, okay. Okay, let him cook. Let him cook. He's going to take 800 here. He's going to crash. Maybe I should have... He's got to take 800, of course. Do you miss anything about Indy? I've reached out to venues, and we're currently in the process of trying to lock one up. If you guys still have venue recommendations, please reach out to me on Discord. And yeah, in the meantime, we're going to play real Edison format, because that's what people want. That's what the people want. That's what they want. Search Armageddon Night, okay. Alright, it kills the Monk. Armageddon Night gets in Plague. I guess we're gonna have to make a play, aren't we? How unfortunate. Did he subtract too much? It was only 800. I think he subtracted too much. Cool. Well, that's a pretty good draw. How do I play around everything? Armageddon Knight. I need to stick Red Eyes. Red Eyes is the most important card to stick. Because you can make Goyo. So I think it's Simorg to bait. I think it's Simorg to bait. Run over the Gilman. He might actually let this through. Yeah. Main phase 2, double tribute for Red Eyes, I think. Pass the turn. Because now if he goes Goyo Guardian, crash with Red Eyes, I think he's forced to do that basically. Unless his back row's return. The only way he's like getting out of this is if his back row's return. But this gets the Wyvern in the grave. Hopefully RBET Indy doesn't instantly sell out. It'd be cool if it did. But the players who are affected by this will get priority. So they will be first to enter. And that's the most important part, I think. I think we should have lost this game. I don't think we should be winning this game. He's played a little bit questionably. Okay, so that was the comments. Yeah, facts. He's saying big think here. Unless he drew like a banger, he could Armageddon send the Mally that he put back in his deck and then he can Miracle Fusion. Or he could Armageddon send Plague, make Goyo crash. Either way, I do think he needs to make at least some sort of play this turn, or else he dies to Red Med plus Wyvern. He's gonna Burial back Malicious. Oh, that's why he put the other Mally back with Yeah, now he actually does win now because he can make Colossal Fighter. Interesting play. Not what I was expecting, but yeah, it was some sort of return effect that I was expecting there. I wonder had I gone for Red Eyes last turn, would it have made much of a difference? Probably not. I think we lose nonetheless. Oh, he drew Plague. Interesting. So that complicates things, but he did have the extension. He had the Burial to be able to make a play. So Colossal Fighter's going to be pretty big here. He's got one Warrior. I've got at least one, so yeah, I've got one. So he's 3,000. We do lose. I don't think there's really a way to come back from this. Trying to think. Is there a way to come back from this? I don't know what we could draw. Future Fusion, maybe? I've already spent a lot of my Dragon resources. And he's got Armageddon into Goyo. Pause Champ? Do I defend with Red Eyes and then hope to get out of this somehow? I think that's the only way. We need to not take a shit ton of damage, but I think we're going to be put below the brain control range anyway if he makes the right play this turn. David McMillan, OCG cards will not be legal at Santa Clara, but they are legal at Chicago. Okay. You booked and got cooked. It's cool. Hopefully we'll get the everything together here. That's not going to do it, I don't think. Do we have anything down here that does it? Nah, we don't. Alright, we got to go next game. That was a really unfortunate game. He played really terribly, but we still lost. So, Yeah, unfortunate. Looks like Eradicator's going to be pretty good here, which names spells, and then I don't know if his deck really does much. He had a lot of the perfect back row, too. It's kind of annoying. It is what it is, though. DD Crow looks like it has some applications. DD Warrior Lady can out Absolute Zero, and like Stardust Dragon, Colossal and shit. I'm going to just do these three. That game was really unfortunate. Since he can't be Amazon. Oh my god. The memes, dude. I'm usually a big side out Tragodia fan. I don't know why, but I usually side him out. I don't know if I'm siding out Trinade is correct, but probably side out Card Destruction too. We don't really want to unbrick the opponent. We could go for a Power Pickaxe. I just don't think the game's going to go to that, really. We could also side out a Drago in this matchup. This is like kind of a more of an Exploder Dragon than a Drago matchup. But the Drago does stop his stupid Mally play. So I don't know. We'll have to see. Drago also stops Gilman. Or not Gilman, Diva, Lone Diva play. We've opened the nuts, so we're just going to play that. Go from here. Reveal the 5-headed dragon. Because this is an Absolute Zero matchup, we want to play this a little bit more conservatively and actually maybe not put the Smorgan to play turn 1. I know that seems kind of silly. We're going to go Drago Red Med, I think. Huh. Yeah, I think we just try to outgrind the Absolute Zero resources. And we'll pass. Maybe I should have sent Exploder Dragon as a way to deal with Colossal Fighter. He might be able to turn on Colossal S. There's Rhoda. Thank you so much, Gossip. Appreciate it. Yeah, hopefully we can just get some events popping and not have to worry about all this dumb shit. Because it's stressful, man. People are spending a lot of money traveling across the country. And then Konami's just like, actually, you don't get to play. Last minute. So, guess we'll find out what's going down. But 2 back row, normal Warrior Lady. That's fine. This is kind of in our benefit. Because we have 2 DDRs. And Konami's going to come back on the change. Probably not. Sounds like cope. This sounds like a very permanent decision to me. A very stupid and permanent decision, but alas, here we are. That's a banger, folks. That's a banger. We're going to DDR, pitching Grepper. This is why we, he could chain Burial here. That'd be kind of funny. But then we could just, you know, do the thing we wanted to do anyway. So. Okay. Special summon, Red Eyes. Activate Red Eyes. Priority. Response. Chain Bottomless. Cool, so now we get to bring out a guy if we want to. I'll elect to bring out the Wyvern. I think that's the best guy. The question is, do we DDR again? Do we have game if we DDR again? Let's see. DDR, pitch Destiny Raw. Bring out Red Eyes. Is it worth risking it? Yeah, probably. It's probably worth risking it. Okay, now he's just dead for sure because we have some work. Half your life points. Hopefully no boars. Alright, cool. Sick. That was lit. Going second, do we want to approach things differently? Trinade makes more sense going second than, like, Eradicator does. Eradicator seems good. Like, in that hand, it seemed kind of crazy. So, I don't know. It might be a run it back moment. This is going to be a tough matchup. There's no way to put this. This is going to be a hard matchup. He's got his own DD Warrior Lady. He's got his own DD Warrior Lady. We could deck dev him. He looks a little weak to deck dev. What is backseating? It just means, like, telling me what to do. Or telling me stuff about my opponent or something like that. You know what I mean? It's just, like, interfering with the game, basically. Like, backseat driving is how I would say it. You can offer suggestions within reason, obviously, but... This DD Crow is the sus one here. He might end up becoming a more potent card. Cyber Dragon going second doesn't seem bad either, but I think that this is our clear winner here. I have the same sleeves as this guy. We're both on our Change of Heart kick. Ugh. Ooh, this hand is cool. His turn now, Future Fusion. Okay, valid. I'm trying to postulate how this turn is going to go. We could go Hidden Army for DDR pass. That's basically committing to the I need to kill him next turn. If I Hidden Armory for DDR, it's like a confession, really. It's like I need to end the game next turn. Depending on what we draw, this could all change. He's going to go for Absolute Zero. He's going to send Bubble Man. All these decks just play all these like weird garnets, like Bubble Man and stuff like that, and it's just like you could just not play those cards. You could just play like a good version of the deck. But I guess people want to have fun and they want to use polymerization, so that's valid too. Okay, he's got Mally. He can put up an 8-star. He's going to put a set monster. Hopefully no back row here. No back row here would be great news. I think it might need to be Monk into Stratos because we don't have a wind. So I think that's what we're going to do. Losing the Hidden Armory is rough. But Monk into Stratos unlocks Grepher into Mally, and that unlocks Red Eyes, and that will also unlock Dark Simorgh. So I think we just have to do it. As unfortunate as it is. I don't know about unfortunate, but now the question is, if I pitch Special Grepher, pitch Gores, send Plague, stack Simorgh, make Dark End with Mally, pop his guy, attack for 38, it gives him a lot to work with. I think it gives him too much to work with, and we're spending our Simorgh unnecessarily. So I think it's just a pass angle. Stratos can't attack because of Summoner Monk. He cannot attack this turn, so that's why we didn't attack Stratos. But that was a hard turn. I think that like we easily could have gotten more aggressive about things, I think. So like we here goes Monk. We easily could have gotten more aggressive about this. If his turn is just pass again, then I'm feeling pretty confident. Even if it's like set a monster pass again, I'm feeling pretty confident. Okay, yeah, this is probably a game shot. Oh my gosh, what a draw. Okay. So normal grapher. Activate. Pitch Mally. Send Plague. Plague first. Stack Force. Malicious. This should be 8,000. I'm not fully calculating this. Let's see. So we've got, if I make, Chloe says this is supremely fucked. Yeah, it's so fucked. I make Dark End pop, banish Dark End for Red Eyes, DDR back Dark End is game, right? You also just woke up, same. Yeah, I think this is a pretty straightforward one. Just Dark End. Pop Gilman. Banish Dark End for Red Eyes. DDR pitch some Morgue. Special Dark End. Attack for game. Let's go. Ain't no way you have Tragodia. Do you want? It's 2,600. Okay. GG's. Oh yeah, I didn't know if you had Tragodia there, so I was letting him know it's 2,600 again. Yes, GG's. That was the game. Tacos for life. All right. Cool. So, Edison format. Still the greatest format of all time. Press 1 if you agree. Like the stream if you agree. And we're going to keep playing it. What do you guys think about the deck so far? I'm liking it. Do people on DB follow original text? Yeah, why wouldn't they? That's what people want to play, so that's what people are going to play. People on DB are going to follow the original rulings. Because why wouldn't they? You feel me? English professor says, so not a single arguer? What are you talking about? People are going to argue on DB. That's like asking if there's water in the ocean. Are people going to argue on DB? It says depends on the DB admin. No, we already spoke to the DB admins. They're just going to keep it old school. Oliver. Why would they change it? Just doesn't make any sense. Nobody wants that. Literally nobody wants that. Not even the admins want that. Not even the judges want this. Not even the Konami judges want this. Literally, by the way. The Konami judges argued against this change. But it wasn't a decision that was up to them. Literally nobody wants this. Only like the biggest shills in the universe are even entertaining this idea. Like the biggest shills and like Honestly, the most casual Edison players are even entertaining this idea. Ooh, that's always a classic. Like, do you guys know someone who isn't just like mega coping? Oh, I do not want to play against this. This is. Oh, I'll quit out. I'll quit out. I don't want to play against this. You really like this change? Damn, what do you like about it? Do you like screwing over people who have paid money to travel to an event by changing the rules of the event after you've already announced it? Or do you like the billion-dollar corporation changing the game that hundreds of thousands of people are fond of? Which of those do you really like about this? Or do you really like the fact that it eliminates 90% of the playable decks in the format? So it becomes a 2-deck format. What angle about this is something that you enjoy? I'm actually curious, because like I don't think that there's anything enjoyable about this at all. People who own DB don't need to follow Konami. Why would they? Don't be angry at you. You say you don't like so many people being unhappy. You just personally like the change. No, I'm actually curious why though. I'm not angry at you. I'm just curious why you like the change. Is there a reason? Because it doesn't seem like a great change. I don't know. Nobody cares about Konami when it comes to Edison anyway. Facts. The Ultimate Time Wizards were always the most unserious events. I'm gonna be real. I'm streaming and don't really want to play against GK. GG's. I just don't want to play against this. You personally like that Modern Rivalry and Gozen will be at 3? That's so epic and cool, actually. That's really funny. Nobody will play it, first off. So even if you like the changes, you're in the minority here. Sorry to say that. And nobody will play it. Like, you're going to be, like, playing with a smaller group of people, which usually sucks for the players. You don't like priority. Priority exists in all formats. I want you to know that. And also, why don't you like priority? Because you don't understand it, or because you want this card to be broken? I don't understand. I feel like everyone who has come out in favor of these rule changes is like either not that serious about competitive Edison, or just isn't a huge part of the community currently, which is fine, and that's totally fine. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with what you're saying, Sayal. There's nothing wrong with being a fan of this stuff. It's just like, understand that like most people will disagree with you, and this is not the time and place to be like, actually, I'm a really big fan of this. After like hundreds of people are out their travel costs that are out like $1,000 because of Konami's stupid ass management and decision. Like, it's not really like, it's like, okay, you can play the format however you want with your friends. The point is that people are getting screwed by this. Does that make sense? And Konami, it doesn't care. They just don't care that they're screwing people over by this. Facts. Joseph S. is the best Dragon player out there. And it's a big loss to Konami. Facts. Easy call, just discard fodder if Stratos is in hand. Yes, you got Monk, and then you've got Bryonic. Easy Bryonic access, and then you've got 3 DDRs and 3 hidden armories. So, yeah, just finding Stratos is super important. That's why Vitali. But you have, I think it's like 10 ways to convert a draw new call. Is a change for judges more than anything you believe? No, the judges don't like this change. The judges also disagree with it. It's a change to plug Master Duel. That's just a big change, bro. It's just they just want to funnel more people into Master Duel because that's how they make the most money. They're selling you nothing on Master Duel. They're just bleeding the player base dry on Master Duel. Master Duel is like one of the biggest scams ever. You don't get a physical product and you're paying endless amounts of cash into a gacha game. And they just need to streamline the process of pay-per-player into Master Duel into bleeding them dry. That's literally it. That's literally why this decision was made. It's a vampiric decision. It is a decision wholly centered around profits, and it has nothing to do with the player base. It has nothing to do with making things better for the player base. No one is going to stand by this decision long term. Except Konami. Newer judges? Even newer judges have easier resources on retro formats than they do on Konami official formats. Trying to find the right errata on the Konami official stuff is just as hard as trying to find the right errata on EdisonFormat.com. Said, yeah, that's really sad. Yeah, it's really shitty. It's a really shitty decision. If you like different rule sets, you can play custom formats with your friends, and that's totally chill, Seitsayo. I'm not saying that you are a bad person for that at all. That's like totally up to you. You can play custom formats with your friends, and that's totally chill. Like that's just not what the large majority of the people who are spending money to go to these events wants. And so ultimately it's just hurting a bunch of people who have already spent money on this event. It's like, dude, like last night alone, I had like 30, 40 people reach out to me and they're like, I spent money to go to Nats and I don't want to go anymore. And they're like, I can't get my refunds. And I'm like, that's horrible. Like that's like 40 grand evaporated from the player base right there. Out of a lot of people who can't, honestly, like these are working class people, you know what I'm saying? Like most Yu-Gi-Oh players that I know are working lower middle class people. And like just evaporating $1,000 on maybe their once a summer vacation. Geo Supreme says, what's wrong with liking the changes? A lot. I've just spent the last fucking hour explaining why it's bad. The changes are bad. It ruins the format completely. People, you got to think about the number. Okay, the number one reason people play this format is because it's a great format. So fucking it up entirely is not good. The reason people like this format is because it's a great format. The number two reason people like this format is nostalgia, because they played it when they were younger. So those are the biggest two reasons. Both of those reasons cease to exist with this change. It is a bad change. It is a fundamentally bad change. Making everyone have to relearn hundreds of cards that they played with when they were kids, people will just go play One Piece instead. Straight up. Matthew Myled, I am trying to do that currently. I'm trying to do that currently. In order to help the people who are getting screwed by this. English Professor says the real losers are Europeans who don't have RBETs. You guys are getting RBETs soon. Geo Supreme says respect my opinion. How about respect getting timed the fuck out? I don't have to respect shit. You can take a day. You can take a day. He's like, respect my opinion. I actually like it that all those people lost money. Respect my opinion. You have to respect my opinion. I don't have to respect shit. This is my stream. What are all the changes? You need to know the erratas, but what else? Also using all modern rulings with regards to cards. So that means they can have the Mind Crush cheater ruling, the Royal Tribute cheater ruling. Hella cheater rulings, bruh. We like the format. We don't want changes. There you go. Nick Base, he gets it. Super chat. Putting his money where his mouth is. Thank you so much, Nick Base. That's going to go towards throwing RBET Indy for the players who are getting screwed by this. Yeah, it's like the craziest amount of bootlicking, bruh. Andrew says, you brought up last night, being at the actual event was one of the best experiences of your life, and these changes just shit on nostalgic memories. Facts. There you go. Andrew gets it. I'm going to put Iron Chain Dragon in my extra monster zone, Kappa. You don't think there's a single change that actually makes it better? No, it all makes it worse. Does it... We're not going to clarify too much on the modern rulings that they're going to go with because it's just fake events. It's just like, who cares? The rulings are bad. Let's just get something straight. Rulings bad at Konami events, so don't play at them. That's it. That's all we need. We don't need to clarify what the rulings are because they're bad. They're just not Edison format rulings. They're all bad. You'll never understand people bootlicking billionaires and billion-dollar companies. Like, chill, you're probably on food stamps. Straight up, bro. Like, straight up. Like, they won't see this, lil bro. Like, will you organize RBETs in Europe? Yes. The earliest I can do one is in October, so we're trying to make it work though. Because I live in the States, so it's very hard for me to do it, but we are making it happening. We are making it happen. People out here think they can make custom formats that are better than Edison Cloud. Dude, yeah. It's very difficult to make a custom format that A, a lot of people will want to play, and B, is better than Edison. And Konami, like, they would be the people to make a custom format that could have success, and maybe people will play it, sure, whatever, but it just won't be Edison format. RBET in Canada too, maybe it's on the list of places I would like to end up. I had a few people reach out about it. I think I had another YouTuber reach out about it, so we might try and do something in Canada. Konami should just do official cube at this point, bro. I'm saying. If you're of the opinion that these changes are good, then I want you to refund every single player who bought their flight to Nats. Otherwise, we don't need to hear that opinion right now. Unless you're Sate Sayal, that guy's cool. I like that guy. He can chill. Screw Konami. Shout out Keegan for running laps over this company. Keep it up. Mars from Twitter. Oh, shout out Mars. Thank you so much, Mars, for the $4.99. That's going to go towards the RBET Indy venue, which we will hopefully be booking tomorrow morning. Feels like most of the community will disregard all this BS. Yeah, as of right now, that's the way it feels, yeah. It seems almost like a meme in the community right now. This gonna be one for the books, boys. Got Edison 2 before GTA 6. That's funny. It's not Edison 2, by the way. We're just gonna go ahead and say on record, this is some fucking fan-made bullshit. Expect they will run all these changes back in T-minus 2 weeks? Who knows? Levi says, so no more big Edison events anymore? Bro, are you new to the channel? RBET is the big Edison event, and it's absolutely still happening more than ever. So, it's just not Konami sanctioned ones, which were never the best events to be going to in the first place. Not fan made because it got no fans. Facts. Yo, thank you for becoming a member, Sate Sayal. Much appreciated. Enjoy the members only content, and your membership fee will most likely be going towards making this RBET happen for the players who got screwed by this. Much appreciated. Hope you enjoyed the content. I actually posted some pretty cool members only content this weekend. I've got a bit more planned for next week. Hopefully this Konami earthquake doesn't shake things up too much. That's funny, Andrew. That would be funny. On June 9th. A classic. Nice, you got all that emotes, bro. I need to make some new emotes. Okay. New emotes. What new emotes are we getting? We need like a Konami emote, bro. After this, we just need a Konami emote. I swear. This announcement is the most 2025 thing ever. Politics are hell. The world is in turmoil. And people are being told they can't even play the games they like. Literally, Evan English. Facts, bro. Facts. Need an Earth Tuner emote. MST Negate. Mind Crush emote. El Konami. Is this the Konami emote? That's fire. Yeah, we do need an El Konami emote, bro. We do need that shit. Unlock. We gotta design it. How we doing it? We can make it right now. Straight up, we can make it right now. Let me see if I can get it updated. Okay, hold on. Can you get a priority emote? We could get a bunch of different emotes. I think I can update them. Alright, let's see. We could turn this into an emote for sure. Let's see. So we just gotta make it a... That is not what I wanted to open. Image. Canvas size. There we go. We gotta make it a square. So we're gonna go 600 by 600. There we go. Kona. What if we just did like... So when is the Konami event anyway? What Konami event? LMAO! Ratio. What if we just did cone? We just did the cone. Hold on. What if it was just this? And we did like a full red background. Con artist, yeah, something like that, yeah. Okay, and then we'll just make this the, Yo, /West, thank you for becoming a member, re-upping on that beautiful membership. Here we go, there's the emote. Export as JPEG. Okay, cool. Con emote. Okay, cool. Yugi Schwartz says, this new Konami news is so exciting. It's going to be so fun. We found him, guys. That's the guy that's going to repay everyone who paid for this tournament. All right, Yugi Schwartz, you have 1 hour to donate 40,000 US dollars, or I'm timing you out. Good luck. And I will distribute it personally to all the people who booked trips for this. And use the remainder to run RBETs. Alright, let's see it, Yugi Schwartz. Let's see it. Where's the $40,000? Where is it? We have 40 people reach out, and I'm assuming they spent at least $1,000 each on travel. You hate them for how they treat their artists? Facts. Facts. Yugi Schwartz, let's see it. Let's see it. Let's see it. Oh my god. What do you think of... What do you and chat think are the cards most affected by the changes? We would... This is not a discussion that I would entertain, really. Because the changes will not be put into place. What formats do you think is the most damaged by this? Well, the one that the most people play is the most damaged by it, so Edison, of course. But yeah, I would not really entertain that. Alright, Yugi Shorts. I don't see 40 grand. We're going to expedite this process. You're going to be hidden forever. Instant banned. Bootlicking comes with a price here. Comes with a price. And the price is your freedom to chat. Goodbye, Yugi Shorts. One might say that his reign in chat was short. Alas. Alright, we got the emote. Let's see if we can get that set up. What's Edison format? Sarcasm. 7's in chat for that guy. Unfortunate, but it had to be done. Had to be done. Couldn't be helped. Couldn't be helped. Alas, some people must be removed. Alright, hold on. Let's see if we can update the emote right now, live on stream. Let's see if we can add it. Let's see, memberships. Levels. Customize default perks. Ooh. What is it? Emotes. Edit. Here. Let's see, emojis. There we go. Let's see. Add another emoji. Name. E3Con. load. Go ahead and grab the save and publish. All right, let's see. If you're a member, refresh the chat and see if you've got a new emote. I'm going to do the same real quick. Let's see. I think we may have a new emote. Hey, yo. Let's go. We should do this more, actually. I feel like that's a... We need RBET Indy to fix this. We do, don't we? Hey, yo. Thank you so much for the super chat, Countess of Compost. I don't know if I thanked you properly. We were banning someone. But much appreciated. That will be going towards RBET Indy for the players who got screwed by this. All right. When are you coming to Utah? Soon. But not as soon as you may like. Yes, I will be coming to Utah soon. Will any new RBTs be under the new rules? LeMayo, no. Fuck no. Hell no, bro. What? Ain't nobody want to play that shit. New Go format gonna be lit. I don't know about that one, Chief. I don't know about that one, Chief. I don't know about that one, Chief. Yikes. I don't know. Konami's a shitty company. They ruined Metal Gear Solid the way they treated Kojima. That's not the only thing they've ruined. I've actually heard that they've done some really shitty stuff with regards to Dance Dance Revolution as well. Where they basically held like racist tournaments and stuff like that. This stuff gets like brushed under the rug, but like, obviously their worst offense is the blood money, bro. Thank you so much, the Hopeless One. Hope this little bit helps. It helps a ton. That is definitely going to be going to support the RBET Indy efforts. Everything that you guys donate is going to be helping us get a venue up front, and then hopefully the players who actually wanted to play Edison will get to play Edison. They killed DDR. Jav says, what's going on? Konami erased the Ultimate Time Wizards. So a lot of players are left kind of hanging for Nats, and so we're trying to throw an RBET in Indy that weekend so that we can provide for those players, basically. Thank you so much, the Hopeless One. You want to play soft once per turn red med. Why? Why? Oh, you mean like this is soft once per turn. Okay, I see what you're saying. I thought you meant hard once per turn. I got confused. Other Realms is cooking here. Yes, absolutely. I got to confuse between soft and hard. Hard once per turn is like, why did they print it? Like, what was the change for? You know what I'm saying? But yes, soft once per turn. Cooking. Under the new rules, there is no new rules. There's no new rules, bro. We're going to keep playing Edison format the way we've been playing Edison format for the last 15 years. There are no new rules as far as I'm concerned. There's no new rules in Edison format. Where's the bossing say, lady? Hard once per turn on Redman is just to activate. It's also to summon. Dude, this has got to be the dumbest shit. Who wrote this shit? Anyway. And this is so fucked up. Where's Penguin Zero when we need him? You're fucking out here. Let's see. No new formats. And this hypothetical format is travel really good? No. The format, it's just not a hypothetical format. See, a format, there are some things that a format needs. You need 2 players willing to play it in order for it to be a format. You also need some sort of like, I don't know how to say this. But yeah, the 2 players is probably the most important thing. As of right now, people are not playing that shit. Is there any way you guys can run Edison IRL instead of Dueling Book? We do that, Levi. We do that. We run it IRL at RBETs. You can find that in the RBET playlist on this channel. And we can, or you can go back and watch all the IRL ones, and you can come to future ones. There's signups in the description of this for future ones. Thank you so much, IJ Anatago, for the super chat. Yo, Keegan, you should ban all new printings of any cars. I don't know if I can do that. I do like the reprints because it makes it easy. But yes, makes it easy for players. But thank you so much for the donation. We'll be going towards throwing RBT NT. Scully says, always assumed something like this would happen. Something like this was definitely going to happen. The way they unrolled it is crazy, though. I think if they had unrolled it a little bit differently, they would have been much more successful about it. But this is like instantly sour taste to almost everyone. So, yeah. The reprints make it more accessible. Yeah, I think that accessibility matters. And it's the one good thing Konami's done is just reprint cards for us to play with. It's hilarious that not only Konami consistently make the game miserable, but then even when Edison actually lands on their lap out of the sky, they still screwed it up. Facts, /West. I completely agree. It's crazy how much work the community put into making Edison be what it is today. I mean, the judges I've worked with, the people I've worked with, the event organizers I've worked with for RBET, the prizing people I've worked with for RBT, literally all of the amount of work that people have put in to make this happen, and Konami's like, actually, fuck all that. Actually, fuck you guys. What? We've been grinding for 5 years on this shit. Why would you middle finger that? That doesn't make any sense. Do you know how many fucking people have, put in so many hours? Dude, I've put in so many hours to RBT. You know, I will never get anything for that. Literally ever. It's total passion project. I put in so many hours. And Konami's out here just fuck you. I'm just dude, it's your game. I'm just trying to provide to the players of your game because you aren't doing that. You've poured your fucking soul making software to support this format and you feel so fucking burned last night? Exactly. Literally everyone behind the scenes is what the fuck? Fuck you. This is the most ultimate, immediate divorce that's ever happened in this game. Straight up. We already were on kind of a thin relationship because, Konami started banning Edison players for, crazy shit. And now it's just, dude, it's literally, it just doesn't even make sense. It doesn't make sense for their profits. Thank you so much for the gifties, Leon K. Everyone who just got a gifty, enjoy your members-only content. And thank Leon K in the chat for the gifty. Also, try out the new emotes. We got some new emotes here. We got some brand new ones. We got the E3 Com. We might even make some more on this stream. But yeah, try out the new emotes. Anyway, what were we saying? I totally forgot what we were saying. Yeah, so many people have worked so hard on this project. And all of them, not only that, but every single OTS local store instantly just lost all their player base if they follow Konami's rules. So now they're screwing over every local business Like, literally every local business. That's so fucked up. Do you understand how many people are going to be affected negatively because of this change? Like, it is such a stupid change. There's an entire community, an entire ecosystem wrapped around this game. Making decisions like this fucks things up for a lot of people. Like, a significantly high amount of people. Daniel, you're worried about the wrong things right now. The change to locals is the biggest blow. Exactly, Scully. This is really fucked up. Dude, this is hurting, like, mom and pop businesses during a recession. Is straight up what's happening. This is, like, fucked up shit that Konami is doing. Even if you accept all of this, 3 Rivalry 3 goes and will make this unplayable. Facts. Please MST emote. I might have to make that happen. Is there something we could put in the MST to make it funny? It's not a rules change announcement. It's Konami killing off their Time Wizard program announcement. Beckwell nailed it. That's exactly what it is. They're just killing off the Time Wizard program. But they're killing it off in a way that makes it so local stores get screwed for running the tournaments, and people get screwed for running tournaments and, like, supporting their own game. You want to go to an Ultimate Time Wizard event, roll shark hard? Nah, don't support them. Don't give them your money. That's the last thing we should be doing right now. Scully said, just start playing with your old friends again, and now locals is basically done. That's what I'm saying. If you guys can, I'd say convince your local stores to not be OTS anymore. Just convince them to not be OTS. You generally don't understand who asked for this. No one asked for this. No one asked for this. The people who benefit the most is Konami driving new players through the nostalgic cards to Master Duel. But even that is, like, not necessarily a benefit because they lose out short term so much. And, like, the amount of players they're burning by this is just, it's just not going to work out well for them. Straight up. It's not. Like, their player base is aging, their game is dying, like, straight up. And instead of, like, improving their game, they just shit on the few people who are, like, holding on to, like, actually wanting to play it. It's crazy. Home locals. Most of Asia is ran by OTS. Asia is different. I know the environment in Asia is very different. What's up, Asian, with that? Hope you're feeling all right after the accident. I think most people just drop Konami from the store as OTS. Yeah, a lot of people will do that if they try to enforce the rules. Like, especially if you're, like, a retro forward store. You did work for the unofficial locals for many years. It's just not the same. Yeah, I know. And a lot of people worked really hard behind the scenes, myself included, to make it so that this stuff could happen, and them just cutting it completely is fucking nuts. Cody Childs says, current format isn't dying, it's more popular than ever. Actually, no, that's not true. First off, current format is less popular than Master Duel. So let's just talk about Master Duel because that's their premiere. Master Duel is the most popular way to play Yu-Gi-Oh! Right now. Master Duel player base is down. The things that boost player base are retro events on Master Duels. So that's, like, something you need to understand. Because I have access to numbers on this sort of thing that most people don't have access to. So I'm, like, speaking from a place of, like, a little bit more information. But yes, current format is dying. It's not more popular than ever. It's absolutely not more popular than ever. Event attendance is lower than it has been even, like, decades ago. The average event of attendance is down. The sales are down. Less and less stores are carrying the cards. More and more stores are turning to Lorcana and One Piece and Flesh and Blood even. Flesh and Blood in my area. I had a discussion with people last night about how Flesh and Blood is really big in my area. Like, to put this into perspective, this is current format has so high numbers in big events because so many things kill local communities and there are only a handful of real events to attend to, and Master Duel. We can't deny that it says multiple non-US nationals broke record for attendance this past weekend. Bro, I'm not talking about your fucking 300 player tournament in whatever country, alright? And also, this is a ruling change for US, so we're talking about the US right now, Cody. And record breaking is not average attendance. And I'm talking about every event, not just, it says Los Angeles Regionals is down a lot now. It's around low 400s when it used to be high 800s a few years ago. Yeah, it's actually insane. Yeah. Everywhere is experiencing about a slash in half. Obviously, other regions are going to be a little bit different. Like, I think Japan is up, but, like, overall, Yu-Gi-Oh! Is way down. They haven't confirmed the ruling change for EU. They haven't confirmed it. They're probably going to, but they haven't yet. As of right now, it's just for NA. But they're going, like, you can expect them to confirm it for EU. Time Wizard is no longer Time Wizard. Yeah, it's just no longer anything people will play. One Piece, Lorcana, and Pokemon are the big one. No one cares about Yu-Gi-Oh! Really. Just those with sunk cost fallacy, mostly pros, that go to big Konami events. Look at German Nats. It's not even sold out. Yeah, that's exactly how I'd describe it. Like, any other one of those games throws a national tournament, it sells out overnight. Yu-Gi-Oh! Can't even sell at a national tournament. Like, what the fuck is that? Korea's down, Japan is down. Don't ask how I know. There you go. So actually, even Asia is down. I thought Asia was up, but they're down as well. Like, I'm being dead ass with you guys. Edison is the future of Yu-Gi-Oh! Because the game will die. Like, there are just too much competition in the TCG space now. Like, even stuff like Alestrals. Like, people will play Alestrals instead of playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Just because they don't want to fucking support Konami. Like, straight up. Like, that alone, being attached to Konami, is a bit of a death sentence long term. Carlos puts it really well. If only Konami tells us about this change and this proposed, maybe we can listen. But for now, only tears. I agree. People play Digimon, all the waifu games, even MTG. Yeah. There's just too many card games now. Like, you can't be fucking around with your community like this. People will just go to a different game. Like, this is not like how it was 10 years ago, where you can, like, make a big decision like this and, like, fuck over your entire player base because you're one of the only 3 card games that exists at the level. There's, like, at least 7 to 10 big card games right now that people can just go play and find competition in that actually has good support and stuff like that. Even Gundam is getting a card game. Exactly. Card games are money printers, and people are realizing that, so they're just starting their card games for every IP that exists. So if there's an IP, it's probably going to get a card game sometime in the next 5 years because it's a money printer. Thank God we have a big enough community that can support their own tourneys. Yeah, we've always had to do that, but yeah, it's just going to be more annoying now dealing with people fucking saying shit. Like, the worst downside of this is, like, the people who get screwed who couldn't come to RBETs for, like, travel restrictive reasons. Like, it's less events for people overall. And then the people who got screwed from Nats, it's also really tough for them. Battles of Legend fucked up that happened last week, and now Konami following that upset with this crazy Time Wizard change is insane. They love shooting themselves in the foot. Dude, they stay shooting themselves in the foot. You would go to an RBET, but you live in Korea? Yeah, see, that's the tough part. You know what I mean? Many Ultimate Time Wizard judges are not happy with this. Yeah, most of them aren't. Most of them think this is fucking stupid. It's not even for the judges. It's literally just for profits and to, like, it's like such a delusional choice. And the way it was rolled out is just like, how do you do that? Like, that just doesn't even make sense. How do you fuck that shit up? Like, you have to try to do something this poorly. Like, they have to know that they're going to get hella backlash from this. I don't understand. Meanwhile, what's up, Anthony? Hopefully we're locking in a venue sometime in the next 48 hours. Gently Live says, have you thought about talking to companies like the Side Deck about hosting RBETs in places like Canada? Do you know what RBET is? Do you watch RBET? It's literally me working with companies to host RBETs in places I don't live in. That's what RBET is. I know you watch them because you're in all of my chats, Gently Live. Do you think this will be worse than 2012 or 2023? The list right after Tengu and a few other changes were so unpopular that tournaments dropped by 2/3 of players. I think that this will decrease their tournament entries. I can't tell you by how much, but I would not be surprised if we saw a 75% decrease in Time Wizard entries. That's my rough estimate. Konami still has a lot of pull with like fucking casuals and like shills and bootlickers. So there will always be like a shill bootlicker casual crowd there. And like the, actually this isn't that bad crowd. And like just not understanding why they're getting screwed over crowd. And yeah, so there will probably still be a good amount of entrants at Nats. I'd probably say like somewhere in the ballpark of 50 to 100 entrants at Nats. We'd probably see something like that, but it just doesn't matter. Like long term, it's not sustainable. 100% agree with you that Edison is the future of Yu-Gi-Oh. Yes, actually. Gently Life says, was that a bad question? Well, it's not a bad question. It's just what I already do with RBET. It's like, yes, I already do that. I work with companies to throw RBET in locations that I don't exist in. Just got off an hour-long call where we determined that every deck gets worse and the format becomes less fun. That's basically what it is. They're just killing the format for their tournaments. And most people will not want to play in it for that reason. I said this already. There are two major reasons. Let's talk about this. Let's talk about the weeds, bro. Let's talk about this. Because Anthony, he's a top player here. He knows what he's talking about. He knows his shit. He's not messing around. We're gonna talk about a few things. All right. Oh shit. Don't look at that. 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 All right. Hold on. We're gonna do some stuff. US 500 at Nats Ultimate Time Waste last year wasn't enough for them. Ironically, no number would be enough for them because they still want to have narrative control. This is all about control, man. If they don't have narrative control, then they're kind of at the whims of the volatile community. But the community isn't volatile, and they need to understand that. You know what I mean? But from a corporate perspective, if they don't maintain narrative control, then that means that they can't control what products they put out. That means that they're wholly reactionary, and that's not a good place to be from a corporate perspective, and it's not a good place to be in boardroom meetings. So like, that's understandable, but it's just like, they could have done this a bunch of different ways. A, they could have just made a good fucking modern format. B, they could release Rush Duel in the fucking States. C, there's like a million ways they could do this. You know what I mean? What did you miss? To catch you up, we are gonna find a venue. I've reached out to a few today, and they're gonna follow up with me tomorrow when some of them are open. All right, so reason. Oh, this is gonna be laggy. I can already tell. Reason people play Edison. Number one reason: best format. Format good. Hold on. Very good. Alright. 2. Nostalgia. Remember when child was better than. No pain. No suffering. No bad thing. 3. Community. Friend, good. Friend, very good. 4. Okay. There you go. You got your reasons right there. These are the number reason why people play Edison. Are Go folks reacting the same way? Absolutely. You kidding me? They're even more staunch. They're even more fuck Konami than Edison players. Because there are more casuals that play Edison than... Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one, you're right. Modern Sug. Modern sucks from retro perspective. I'll just say, or is different enough. Cheaper to play, holy shit. Well, that doesn't change, but it's also not really a reason. Like, there are lots of cheap formats that people can play but don't. Like, there are even cheaper formats than Edison, but that's not really a reason people play Edison. It's just a bonus. You think a total disengagement from the community for Ultimate Time Wizard events will force Konami to reconsider? I wish that were the case, Ed. I wish that were the case, but I don't see that happening. This looks like a higher-ups decision, man. This looks like something they're not going to reverse. Why do you get ads as a member? I have no idea. These ads on the side here are from Photopia, though. I can't really get rid of those because the site doesn't run on no ad block, but this is basically it. Let's export this so we can get off this site real quick. I think Konami would be happy to just drop Ultimate. Yeah, you're right. They would be happy to drop it. Okay, so here's the reasons people play Edison. By extension, these are the reasons people play GOAT too. It makes it easier for them. It makes it more profitable. Edison is just diverse and have a good balanced speed, not too slow, not too fast. Yeah, it's the best for content too, which is why it's insane that they've never streamed it. It's like such a good content format in a way that no other format is. It's like the exact pacing for content that you want for people to engage with it. And it's the exact level of difficulty where you can actually talk and have a conversation while still playing the game. Scooty Max says, what the fuck is this news? It's psychotic is what it is. So let's talk about the reasons people play Edison. Number one, it's the best format. So they ruined the format. So that's already getting rid of the first reason. The nostalgia, well, if it's different from when you were a kid, then people don't really want to relearn the game. Nobody wants to relearn shit. That's just how it is now. Community. If nobody's playing the game, nobody's going to join the game. That's like step one. Like, you already have a huge community that you're just kicking to the wayside for no fucking reason. And then modern still sucks. This is like one of the worst modern formats in history right now. And it still sucks. So it's like they have these players have nowhere to go but other games. I'd recommend Pokemon. I've been playing a ton of Pokemon. Like, if you don't want to support me and go to RBETs, or maybe you can't go to RBETs, but you don't want to support Konami, I'd recommend Pokemon. It's a great game right now. I'd recommend trying any of the other games, Lorcana, One Piece, Flesh and Blood. See if any of those are IGN says skill expression for 5. Yeah, but skill expression will always exist in every format of Yu-Gi-Oh! To a degree. Stopped playing in 2010. Almost every format, I should say. Got back in the game in Edison. There you go. You also screwed up Duel Links with broken skill cards. Yeah. It's insane how good every Pokemon format you've played is. Pokemon formats, when they're good, they're amazing. There have been 2 bad ones historically, and they've been the worst thing about it. Like, they're just unplayable. But every format that's good, which is most formats except for those 2 historically, have been really, really good. You haven't tried Flesh and Blood, though? Flesh and Blood's kind of sick. Okay, who in the chat plays another game? Press 1 if you play one other game, at least. And press 2 if you only play Yu-Gi-Oh! Just curious. We just want to check. So, if you play at least one other game, press 1. But not for long anymore. There you go. The other card game you played died long ago. Sag. Oof. Was it Bandai? Was it Bandai? That's tough. That's very tough. Okay, so it looks like most people, it's about 50-50 split, with a slight favorance towards one. A little bit more ones, actually. I'd say like 65-35 ones in the chat. So most people play another game, right? You start playing Magic because it has draft. That's the reason to play Magic. Drafted Magic is the best format. As far as I'm concerned, it's the main format in Magic. Draft is amazing. Sorcery TCG, homies. I don't know what that is, but that sounds lit. You play MTG Modern competitively. It died off with Wizards playing Commander. Interesting. Draft is amazing. Draft is really, really good. Yes, Draft is the best format of Magic, and it's very good. So I play several card games just because I'm a big gamer. Like growing up, I love games. I play Magic. I've played Flesh and Blood. I've played One Piece. I play Pokemon competitively, and I play Edison Yu-Gi-Oh! Basically. I've also played Modern Yu-Gi-Oh! I've played a few other games here and there. I've played Elestrals, but as of right now, I'd say my primary games are probably Edison Yu-Gi-Oh! And then Pokemon's actually above that. I play more Pokemon than I play Edison Yu-Gi-Oh! I play I think over the last few months, I've played maybe 2,000 to 3,000 games of Pokemon. I've played more Pokemon than any other. I hit the top rank on their ladder a couple times already. You can. So there are pros and cons to every game, but one thing that will always make it so people won't want to play your game is if did you give Pokemon Pocket a try? I heard it's good, but I not really a big mobile gamer. I'm more of a desktop gamer. And then when I'm not at my computer, I like to check out. I like to go do IRL stuff, like work out or go to the hike or whatever, or hang out with friends. I don't really and I like paper card games. So I haven't tried Pokemon Pocket, but I've heard it's very good. Someone asked something earlier that I want to wheel back to. It says, you're collecting Pokemon base set. Is there a Pokemon Time Wizard? It says Nick Base. I'm working on it. Yes, they have started throwing retro events as side events at the major Pokemon events. But I would love to throw a retro Pokemon event just because I think that game deserves it and the formats are really cool. Especially the retro ones revolving around Base Jungle Fossil. Base Jungle Fossil is really cool. And then I really like RSPK. And then I also really like Black White. And I like 2010. There's a lot of good formats of Pokemon. Yeah, the Plasma format. Yoster Toaster. I like that format a lot. That's a very good format. 2010 Pokemon is gas. Yes, there's a lot of good formats of Pokemon that you have a lot to pick from, which is cool. What about Haymaker format? That's kind of a less diverse version of BJF. And BJF is probably what people would play because it's just more inclusive and it includes the fossil cards and the jungle cards as well. Are they doing retro Pokemon Diamond and Pearl era? We could do that. We could do whatever we want. But that's something I want to work on in the future. If you want to throw retro format Edison events, contact Shining Espeon3 on Twitter. She's super knowledgeable about it and has a lot of decks. Retro Edison events or retro Pokemon events? I think one thing that a lot of people might not know about me is I'm a really big Pokemon fan. I say it sometimes, but Yu-Gi-Oh! Is not my game by any means. Pokemon is definitely my game. I have every deck. This is kind of a self-report, but I have every Pokemon deck. Historically. I have almost every single deck. I think there's only a few cards I'm missing from certain decks. RBET Retro Pokemon side event, that would be sick. I would like to do that at some point. I think crossover events where we have multiple... are you going to NAIC? Unfortunately, all of my travel time is used up by RBET right now. So I haven't been able to compete, but hopefully in the future I'll be able to make a Worlds run because I've wanted to win Pokemon Worlds for as long as I've been alive. Have you seen my Pokemon collection? Yes, you've sent me photos of it, man. It's fucking sick. Say a combozation with Jirachi and the prizes was a fun deck. That's funny. You have almost every Edison deck. Yeah, my Pokemon collection dwarfs my Yu-Gi-Oh! Collection. It's not even it's a drop in a bucket. Elephant in the Room got you into Pokemon. It's a fun game. You just wish it was more interactive. It's interactive at the top level, but I understand what you mean. Your opponent gets their turn and you get your turn. And in a way, that's a good thing, and in a way, it's a bad thing. In a way, you're never going to get full stop. You're never going to get, negated. like you do in modern Yu-Gi-Oh. You're never going to be like, okay, well, he comboed and I can't win. You're going to always have a back and forth game in Pokemon, which is awesome. But you don't have like specifically trap cards, which depending on how you view interaction and depending on how you view gameplay, can be a good or a bad thing. Some people really like trap cards. Some people like instant speed interaction. I personally don't. I actually think it's cringe. I'm like super unpopular opinion on that. I think like when your opponent sets a solemn judgment behind their board and you're just like, well, I don't get a turn because they are able to take my turn as well and they went first. I think that that's cringe personally. Is there any website for old Pokemon formats? Yes, there's Jason Klaczynski's blog, which is one of the best resources in retro TCG ever. And he covers almost every format up until 2016. And he's got a lot of deck lists, and he's got a lot of everything on it. I'm going to just drop the link. I've actually played with Jason. Great player. One of the GOATs. And he's like a 3-time world champion, something like that. Like, cracked player. One of the coolest dudes to ever do it. He's actually a huge inspiration for me personally and for E3 Yu-Gi-Oh! Personally. Like, a large part of the reason E3 Yu-Gi-Oh! Exists is because of Jason Klaczynski's blog. Specifically this blog, so shout out to him. Anyway, this is a huge tangent. Basically what I'm trying to get at here is that Yu-Gi-Oh! Will just lose all its players if they continue to fuck them over. People will go play other games, and people already are. Like, look at how many people in the chat right now are playing other games. Like, okay, just out of curiosity, how many of you guys in chat have engaged with something that Konami has done negatively and been like, I'm going to try a different game because this is annoying? Like, even just having to think about it is annoying. Leon K says, why didn't you start with Retro Pokemon first? I did start with Retro Pokemon first. But I just played it with my friends because there wasn't an online platform for it at the time. But yeah, we started building retro Pokemon decks and retro Yu-Gi-Oh! Decks around the same time in 2015. It was around the time that Return to Ravnica rotated in Magic the Gathering, and Siege Rhino just kind of took over the meta, and we got kind of bored with that. And we decided that there were enough good formats that we could pull from that we would just start building retro decks. Is there an online platform now? Yes, it kind of sucks. But there is one now. It does kind of suck. There's a couple. There's Twin Leaf, which is a little bit better. It's a little bit more aesthetically pleasing. It's buggy as fuck, but it's in browser. And then there's, I think it's called TCG1 or something like that. There's a couple options. It's not great. Most people just play it in paper. If Retro Pokemon had a sim, it would be so unbelievably popular. Like, you guys don't understand. It would be the only thing. You know what I mean? It's unfortunate because Yu-Gi-Oh! At its best is unbeatable, and Edison is close to it at its best. That is the opinion of most people. I think most people would agree that Yu-Gi-Oh! Is an amazing game when it's good. 99% of the time it's bad. And the 1% of the time is its Edison format. And so that's why I think Edison format got so much momentum. Where's my favorite Pokemon Legacy format? My favorite format is going to be a little bit different from everybody's. I like the most recent formats. I think they're all really good. I really liked Plasma format. I really liked Plasma Darkrai format. And I understand that format is not it's not like a great format objectively, but it's just the one that I really enjoy. I enjoy the Plasma deck. I enjoy the Darkrai deck. I enjoy the Virgin deck. That deck's hilarious. I enjoy the other decks that exist around that time, like the Dust Noir and Polion decks. So I think that format is really fun. Plasma is fucking peak, yeah. So diverse and each color had so much personality. Facts, yes. I really liked that format. I also really did like 2010, but I haven't played it a lot. My Virgin Cell was a blast. Yeah, Virgin Cell is a crazy deck. Heart Gold, Soul Silver. Heart Gold, Soul Silver is fine. It's just a little underpowered. And Rayquaza Deoxys Legend is... Are you talking about Heart Gold, Soul Silver with Diamond Pearl, or are you talking about it with Black and White? Because with Black and White, it was interesting. I played a lot during that format. I actually won a couple tournaments during that format. Like City States when they still had those. How accessible are the cards for the average meta deck in retro Pokemon? Very, very inaccessible. They're not accessible at all. They're like really hard to get. It's a barrier for entry, but most tournaments allow proxies, from what I've heard. Yeah, most tournaments allow proxies for retro Pokemon. That's the problem. There's more than one problem. It doesn't have a sim. Like, I prefer it, but it doesn't have a sim. It doesn't have reprints. They've done some reprints, which has made it a lot nicer. Like Rocket's admin was a really big reprint. RBET going to allow proxies? Nah, it's probably not going to happen because the cards are so cheap. It's like it's actually cheaper for you to get the cards than to print proxies, usually. Solemn Yu-Gi-Oh made a good point. This magic spot for Yu-Gi-Oh where it's nice balance back and forth doesn't exist. It's only in mind when you exclude overpowered deck. Afterwards, in mind. Yeah, Edison's about as close as it can get, or Cube. Edison and Cube are probably the best two formats of Yu-Gi-Oh. Battle Pack Draft is pretty good too, but Hopscotch says you host tournaments all the time. For retro Pokemon, where are you guys located? Are there some resources in Pokemon? Yeah, the Jason Klaczynski blog that I just said. This I'll link it again. But this is like, dude, this like inspired E3 Yu-Gi-Oh. This blog is so fire. Also would not recommend using the site you listed because the owner is we have a pretty big disagreement. Tell and don't. TCG1. There's a Discord server that you can find on TCG1. Yes, it's very active. I don't know about very active. I'm in it. It's not as active as the Edison ones, but it's relatively active. Yes, the TCG1 Discord. I'll link it in the really big Yu-Gi-Oh Discord so people can go play in it. I think TCG1 as a platform kind of sucks. I think we need to improve it. If you could improve TCG1, then it would do so much. Like, you don't like Appendix either, the TCG1 owner. Yeah, unfortunately, there's a lot of, like, people who make thing being unpersonable. Do you know why there's no DB version for Pokemon? Is it a legal thing or something? Probably, yeah. But there's PTCG Live. So if you want to play modern Pokemon, which is great, honestly, you can just play it for free on PTCG Live. So you don't really... And it's automatic, too. This is what I play on the second channel. And modern Pokemon is good. Like, it's just straight up good. It's good and it's affordable. You can build meta decks for like $18. And like, go win hella cash money. Yeah, so... I think retro Pokemon... The biggest reason retro Pokemon isn't poppin' is because modern Pokemon is so damn good. Like... Modern Pokemon is just great. Like, they design the cards well, the tournaments are ran well, they're prized amazingly, you know? You hope your locals doesn't adopt this ruling change. Thank you for becoming a level 1 member, Flame Mustang. You actually go to Pokemon locals next time and see if I have genuine fun, so I'll slowly move your Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Sounds lit to me. That's why I've always been, like, really, not excited on like hyper buying up a bunch of Yu-Gi-Oh cards. I have a ton just because of the channel and like the videos, but like there are just better games, man. And it's like it's 2025, man. Like if Konami gonna keep doing this shit, like, and you want to play something, then just play a different game. Fucking shit, man. There's nothing wrong with that. As a 16-year Pokemon player, you agree with your take. That's good to know. Yeah, I've been playing Pokemon a long time too, and I'm a big fan of the game. I think it's good. I think it's a great game. I have no issues with it. Obviously, I don't know if I'm pilling people on it or not, but... Any UKers want to try Retro, come to RSPK London on the 22nd. We'll be streamed too. Where is that at? Reeds and Nettles, where is that at? So we can plug it for the players. What's the other channel where you play Pokemon? It's on the homepage of E3 Yu-Gi-Oh. You can find it on the homepage of E3 Yu-Gi-Oh. What's up, Tim? How you doing? You think this decision will be taken back? If it was going to be taken back, it would have been done today. It doesn't look like it's being taken back. Maybe Monday will have a change. They made the change Saturday night at 10 p.m. What's stopping them from making the change Sunday morning? Why does something like this happen when you just start getting Edison? Just come to RBET. You'll be fine, Palm Tree. If you're a new player, just come to RBET, keep watching the content, and playing the game with your friends how you see fit. This won't affect you. Neo Nectar does that far more. What is Neo Nectar? What are we talking about? Am I missing something? That's the important thing to realize about games. They are games. If you're not having fun, take a break and do something else for a while. Carrot Patch cooks. He cooks with that. Crazy said, you think it's shocking Edison isn't more popular than Modern? In some ways it is. I think it's more culturally impactful in a lot of ways. Like, the same way, like, Smash Ultimate is technically more popular than Smash Melee, but, like, Smash Melee had a lot more cultural impact for a while. That's kind of how I would describe it. Like, will be streamed on Boom TCG Cast. All info on your Twitter, Patrick PTCG. Check out Patrick PTCG on Twitter if you want to find info about retro Pokemon tournaments. He's always tweeting about that stuff. And throwing events himself. He's always putting in the work, straight up. Maybe you're coping, but the more I've reflected, the more I think Konami will go back if they host Ultimate Time Wizard at Nats, and it flops in an extreme way, what you expect. We'll see. But, yeah, I don't think they'll walk this back. It doesn't seem like a walk back. This is something they've wanted to do for a while. Yoster says, how bad is Edison with Modern Rules? Well, it's no longer Edison, so it's not bad. It's just wrong. It's also worse. It's objectively worse. It's very bad. But I've actually played it with Modern Rules before. I played it with Modern Rules against Ruxin, and quite a bit in preparation for that video. And let me tell you, it fucking sucks. It's not fun. It feels like the game is like constantly like trying to keep you down. It's Ed isn't, yeah. Most people like the format the way it is, because the format is good the way it is. So that's just what's going to happen. We're going to throw our BETs. Should we get some gameplay on the screen? What's the vibe? Let's get some gameplay on the screen, bro. Let's get some gameplay popping. We dueling today or what? We should be dueling. RBET Indy happening. Hopefully, Landon. Hopefully. I've been in talks with the venue. Hold on, I just got a text message that might be related to this. Give me 1 second, I gotta answer a message. But yeah, I've reached out to some venues. We're gonna try and lock something up in the next few days, and then we'll make it happen. Stay tuned on the channel. Make sure you're subscribed, all that stuff for updates. And stay tuned in the Discord as well. I'm sure there will be updates. And the community, stay in touch with the community, basically. Because this will be spread grassroots like crazy, I'm assuming, when it happens. All right, boys. Let's fucking duel. Let's fucking duel. What are we playing today? What deck do you guys want to see played? What deck do you guys want to see played? Everybody say your deck you want to see right now. As soon as details are locked in, your booking plans. There we go. There we go. Yeah, we just got to lock in the details, obviously, of course. X-Saver. Couple of votes for GB. Brett's says venue secured. Not yet. We've reached out to a bunch of them. Hopefully within the next 48 hours, we'll have one locked down. All right, let's see what we got. Chinzo Lottery. Frank said, I'd love to duel against you once. Right now we're deciding on the deck. Pre-rat of Future Fusion Dragons. Are we playing Dragons? Is that what we're playing? We're playing Glads? I think we got 2 votes for Dragons, 2 votes for Glads. So we'll put it between those two. We'll do a poll. There's a poll. Alright, boys. Pick one of these two. Then we'll get one locked up. In the meantime, I will start working on the Dragon deck list. Because, yeah. Forget which one I was playing recently. Dragons. Is it this one? Oh yeah, this is one I was playing recently with Solidarity. Nobody wants to see Glads. Yeah, it's not as popular of a pick, I'd say. This is the list I was working on. I was potentially going to take it to the collectible exchange tournament, but then I ended up taking the Flamvell Fairy deck instead, and that deck went amazingly because it's broken. So I couldn't quite get this one to be the way I liked it. We are going to make a few changes here. I think we're going to try out going for a more conservative approach. Get the Warrior Ladies in the main. Zombie also got 2 votes. Alright. Probably get a Karma Cut in the main. Prison. Probably need 2 prisons at least. Flamvell and Dragons. Funny thing is you can summon Decoy Dragon off of Flamvell Fire Dog. We're going to cut a compulsory. Actually, might cut compulsory entirely. Is there any way Solidarity Zombies with Zombie World works? Solidarity says printed type, so it doesn't work with Zombie World. Let's see. I was kind of vibing with one main deck, Dust Tornado. I don't think it's that bad. Moon. I've kind of liked the Chain Disappearance sideboard strategy. Do probably want to main one of these. Not sure if we want 3 Totem Dragon or not. Solidarity doesn't do a ton for the strategy. Oh, you're responding to the chatter. Alright, we're gonna end the poll. We're gonna play Dragons, but I gotta fix the deck list real quick. Alright, everybody post a card that you think I should be playing in this deck list in the chat. I'm gonna run go use the restroom. I'll be right back, and I'm gonna look at all the suggestions, and then we're gonna pick some, and then we're gonna game. So lock in, everybody, lock in, and shoot me your suggestions. Alright, boys. Chthonian Emperor Dragon. Thank goodness. Main 2 times book. We could do that. I'm kind of a 1 book enjoyer. My Body's a Shield's not bad. We could maybe side that. It's not a bad card. Might be over main Dust Tornado. We could do the My Body's a Shield. I don't know. Dust Tornado's kind of better. I've never really liked My Body's a Shield. I don't know. This style of effect has always been kind of not my cup of tea. Alright, the Magical Restrict pulling the rug stuff. I don't know if I want that or if I want Needle Sealing, honestly. Is there a way I could main Needle Sealing in this deck? Is that crazy? Would it be better just main Vortex? It's like one of your favorite cards. It's a sick card, but I just don't love it. It's like probably solid though. Jar of Greed is hilarious. Rhoda and Third Lady. Morphing Jar. Morphing Jar doesn't really work well with Totem Dragon. Stamping Destruction is good. Is it good? I've never played it and had success with it. Dragon's Mirror. Compulsory Trunade, Forbidden Chalice. We got Chalice on the side. Lightning Vortex is consideration. Knock, Nobleman, Granmole. I've had mixed results with Granmole. He dies a little too easily, especially to deck dev. Compulse, Lightning Vortex, Trunade, Pot of Greed. Yeah, it's not legal. Blizzard Dragon, Shrink, Gemini Elf, Flam Velfire. God damn it. Did you get your venue? Working on it, Eric. Working on it. Maybe I have too many cards for frogs here. I think there's too many cards for frogs. I don't hate double book. I don't hate it. DDR good. I love DDR. I wish this list could more consistently get to Red Eyes. But yeah, DDR is probably good. 1 Lad. We'll probably side the Lad. I'll probably side the Lad over one of these cards. Maybe Mask Restrict. I'm probably going to cut Pulling the Rug as well. Why is that bad? It's just not good game 1 because it's not good against Frogs or Value Turbo, which are 2 of the 3 most popular decks. Usually, not always, but usually. But it's like it's also kind of bricky if you don't play Triple Totem, which we're not currently playing. We could technically play 1 Upstart, which I'm like kind of okay with here. Might be better to just play a random Upstart. Put another Karma Cut on the side. And then Vortex. Cyber Dragons for the Chimera Tex. It messes up Totem Dragon too much. And I think Machines is probably a fine matchup. Although I did cut the Pulling the Rugs. Oof. Yeah, I did cut the Pulling the Rugs. It's probably still fine, actually. Let's cut this. Let's put 1 Pulling the Rug back. So the reason 1 Upstart is fine is because you can deal 4,700 twice, which is 9,400. So you can 2-turn OTK through... 2-turn OTK is a hilarious phrase. But you can 2-turn kill through 1 Upstart Goblin gain. Alright, boys, like the stream and tell me right now what we should be picking in Rock, Paper, Scissors. Good luck, have fun to our opponent. If I have to play against Gravekeepers, I'm quitting out. Do not want to play that matchup. Paper always folds. Okay, so we're not picking paper, right? Then it's either scissors or rock, and it's always rock. Fuck. Paper apparently doesn't always fold. I'm never trusting you guys again. Oh, this guy's got 58 cards. We're not playing against this. Sorry. We're just going to play against something else. No, I just don't want to play against the 60 card deck right now. There's no such thing as new Edison. Let's play against him. Good luck, have fun, Tim. Good luck, have fun. Oh, fuck, I can't spell. Good luck, have fun. Shout out to him for being the GOAT. Alright. Rock. Paper fold over the rock. True. It's a rock meta right now. True. Why did I leave? You had 58 cards in your deck. That's why I left. My brain is off. My hand is not very good. It says lol K. I hope that that makes sense. But yes, is excited for new Edison. Which part are you excited for? The fact that they screwed a bunch of people out of their travel plans, or the fact that no one's gonna play it? I'm actually curious. Pause, champ. Why was it 7th? Oh, that's so annoying. Just kidding. Alright, goodbye, warrior lady. Only one more piece of Exodia. I need Drago. Yeah, you're right. Why didn't I Heavy Storm? This is the play I would have made in the dark, but I know Tim always plays Ultimate Offering, so I would have Heavy Stormed if I had taken into account that Tim plays this. I think I might just Oppression this. It's going to activate this. Saxon again. I'll go ahead and Oppression. He could have chained Offering there to sack the Substitute for like a Kaius or something. But saying it's still going to resolve. We still have main deck Karma Cuts. We're playing 1 right now, Choo Choo Train. I don't know, I just threw this list together. It's probably not ideal, but... Probably going to lose a good bit of our board here. Unfortunately. Second normal, there's the Unifrog. Summon's going to be okay. Oh, you gotta pay. Wait. Did he already pay 500? Yeah, he did. Okay. This is fine. He paid 500 for this up. He's gonna pop Oppression. That's probably also fine. Did he attack with the Treeborn? Oh, he's attacking with the Treeborn. I would have prisoned the Unifrog so the Treeborn attack is safe. Why does everyone open with Oppression? I don't know. But it already got us value. Ooh. Tempting. A tempting offer. Did I dare accept? He needs to pay again. He paid twice. One for Substitute, one for Uni, and then Treeborn was his normal for turn. Isn't getting better than this, so we'll just play it. Let's go ahead and banish the Treeborn Frog. Get while the getting is good. Pass the turn. I could have killed the Unifrog. I need to draw Dragon. But we have hella time. Like 500 a turn is not really pressure, so. Dragon. Oh my god. Ah! It is a dragon. You're right. I gotta be more specific. God damn it. Fuck. I guess we take that. What does it even do here? Pitch, red eyes, banish, deep frog. That isn't even good. If I get Urbellum here, I'm gonna fucking scream. Okay. Here's the Dibdidode. Sacrifice the Doob Frog. Get the Swab Frog. This is more damage, but still manageable. Ian says, you hope TV mandates new Edison rules, they're so much better. Well, first off, they're not going to, and second off, you're wrong and bad. They're infinitely worse, by the way. And your opinion is wrong. Fucking finally, holy shit. Keep it chill. Keep it chill, bro. Keep it chill. Pass the turn. Question is, do we hit the Treeborn or the Dude Frog? Ian must be trolling. Oh, he must be. He must be trolling. There ain't no way. I'm gonna cut. Discard the Red Eyes Wyvern and target Dude Frog. I'll take 4. Okay, I need to just make a play this next turn. I need to get something that gives us the play. Do you have a third Dude Frog? This is banished, by the way. Just have a third Dude Frog. Ian says they are so much more fair. No more oppressive and overpowered cards. Have you read Trap Dust Shoot? By the way, this is an Edison format stream. We're not playing custom formats around here, so I just want you to know that. I should have saved the Karma Cut. I didn't know he was playing 3 dupe. That's fucked. Yeah, this is an Edison format stream. We're not talking custom formats right now, bro. So you guys can't comprehend that others might have a difference of opinion. This isn't a matter of a difference of opinion. This is a community that exists of like hundreds of thousands of players. Like, you understand that, right? And there was an event that was supposed to be for that community, and then they screwed over the players who have already signed up for that event. Do we understand? I'm going to concede here because he can just rebel at me. But, yeah, I played that game wrong because I'm getting one-guyed by this fucking idiot in the chat. Holy shit. You can't be serious, is basically what I'm saying. You cannot be serious. You're entitled to your opinion, but... yeah, it's just like... Read the room, brother. What are you talking about? I have a lot of cards for frogs. I might have too many cards for frogs here. This might be too many cards. Yeah, inside up, bottomless. This late before Nats is crazy. Yeah, it's just fucking people over for no reason. For no reason. Having 3 dupes is not normal. You think it was the correct play? I know his deck. That's the only reason it was stupid on my part. But probably side out both roads, honestly. They didn't screw anyone over. You can still attend. You just have to play an entirely different game that you didn't sign up to play. All right, there you go. There you go. This guy. All right, I'll give you the option as well. You have an hour. You can refund everyone who bought a flight thinking that they could play Edison format. You have an hour. Donate that amount. I'll make sure it gets to the people who get refunded. If you don't, it's going to be permanent hiding from the channel. All right, you have 1 hour. I'll give you 1 hour. I think that's totally fair and reasonable. Do I leave in Heavy Storm? He's on Ultimate Offering. Imagine having travel all arrangements set up months in advance, only to tell people weeks before that has changed. Yeah, literally. It's not even the same game, yeah. Straight up. This might be side out Gold's Heart. Gold's Heart seems a little ass, actually. Might be able to bring in something else here. Head. Rivalry. Leave in Dust Tornado. All we can do is protest. Ian says, how much money is that? It's about $40,000 so far from all the people that messaged me and said they want a refund. So you have about $40,000 you can donate, and then you get to exist on this channel and in this space. You can refund the players who got screwed by this, and then you're allowed to have that opinion. Otherwise, nobody asked. This looks okay. Alright, swap frog send, bounce, pass, or we got back, or we might got back row. You don't think he should be banned? Well, it's fine to have a different view. It's fine to think that the players of this community should be screwed over. James? Explain that to me. He's clearly baiting. He should be, yeah. It sounds like he's baiting. Why is it fine that the players of this fine community are getting screwed over? Elaborate on that. So your friends and you included, you can make that 44K. There you go. Some people just came here for attention. No joke. Facts, bro. I'm saying. This hand is more functional. But we have a sideboard card, so that's pretty good. You don't know about screwing you don't know about screwing players over? It's the same thing. Alright. He's being serious. And thus, he's gone forever. Read the room, brother. Alright. Indy and where else? We're working on a couple different places. We're gonna hit that change experience real quick. The ones that are currently announced are OC, Santa Clara, and Chicago. You can find links for those in the description. Are you working on RBET in Croatia? We talked about it last night. It would be cool. Might be a little difficult to pull off, but I think Solemn should be game here. Edison99 says they control the card prints and the tournaments. They actually don't. They actually don't control the tournaments. We do. I run the biggest Edison format tournaments. I control that. OC is in Orange County? Yes. Yes, sir. Will there be an RBET in Edison? What is all of that? It'd be nice. Take 14 here. And 28. Alright, cool. Konami control nothing. Edison will exist with or without it. Luna spit? Luna spit? What can I say? That was a lot of background, including dust tornadoes. Play with the old rules? Exactly. That's what we're gonna do. Fuck it. Why not? That's the way people want to play this format. Fuck, that's Edison format, bro. What was I thinking about? It was like Rug for something else. The thing is, most Edison being played as locals, most of which are OTS sanctioned. Yeah, but most locals will just stop being OTS sanctioned. They don't really gain much from it. Either that, or like people will just choose the rules they want to play with at locals. Locals is really hard to control. Like, I've played at OTS, quote-unquote OTS sanctioned locals that, like, I've used Japanese cards in my deck. We've obviously talked shit on Konami. Like, it's like, this is stuff they can't control. They don't have, like, control over OTS stores in the same capacity that they do over events that they're actually throwing themselves. Rug for Heavy. Heavy still seems important. He was very heavy back row, and we're going second. And Heavy was actually really good that game. Heavy made it so chain disappearance resolved. They can still be OTS sanctioned and still play Edison. That too. They can just say they're playing Edison format. This will be an interesting one. Okay, so this is a situation we're in. Ultimate Offering is obviously dangerous. It means that we would have to set Solemn Judgment or else we lose. But Dust Tornado means that his Treeborn is locked out. So it means we could go just like Warrior Lady attack and be fine. I'm going to take a risk that it's Dust Tornado. There's a strong chance it isn't. There's a strong chance it's just like Ultimate Offering. But I'm just going to attack for 1500 and see what happens. Nothing got played. No Ultimate Offering on the attack there is interesting. So we're just going to pass. We're just going to pass. He's not going to be able to Dust Tornado here. And as a result, that Treeborn is going to stay dead. It's possible he has like a discard trap. There's a chance it's not a Dust Tornado. But we saw it last game. There's a good chance he brought it in. He can't play it if we don't set back row, and then the Treeborn is locked for the rest of the game if he can't activate it. Here's Junk Synchron. This can make an Armory Arm, or he could brain control the DD Warrior Lady and synchro off with it that way. Enemy controller as well works here. He could also flip Ultimate Offering and then just do some degenerate shit. If he has Ultimate Offering, then we do kind of lose. Okay, there's the brain control. Makes sense. He should probably attack with both first. Yep. It's more damage, and he's most likely to make Stardust here. At least that's the card I would make. You could also make an argument for Colossal Fighter, but Stardust is probably better because you want to defend your back row. I'm assuming. He could have also made Urbellum and then draw locked me. And I think that would have been good, but I just don't know if he has Urbellum in his extra deck. I do think Urbellum is super powerful and should be in a lot of extra decks, and it's very underrated because it can just Yada lock people, but yeah, as of right now we're kind of chilling. If we draw another dragon, we should be okay. Unless he makes Colossal. Yeah, okay, so he's going to make Colossal, which is interesting. It makes sense. We can out the Colossal with just Mass Dragon and then be kind of chilling. But then we do lose our normal summon dragon. So Edison is more Edison if you add a couple sets. Why would that? Not the majority opinion. All right. It's not more Edison. That would actually make it objectively less Edison. That's not like something you could argue. Like the Edison event was a very specific event that had very specific rules, and that's why we play it the way we play it. You can't make something more that than playing as close to that as possible. So we could go Exploder Dragon to out the Colossal Fighter. Very hefty life point cost. We might have to do that though. I do want to keep that Dust Tornado dead as much as possible. This is messy. This is messy. This is messy. I've taken too much risk on that being a Dust Tornado. Hydronomy says, can you revert the time rules back as well? That's completely venue dependent. It's completely dependent on venue time restrictions and staff time restrictions, and has nothing to do with the actual gameplay. Generally, though, I would recommend just play at a reasonable pace, and then you shouldn't be going into time. $100 equals 100 if you add 10. That's hilarious. Alright, so we're going to go sack for Caius, and I'm going to lose the game. GG's. GG's. Was it Dust Tornado? He had a really good hand. He had brain control 1-for-1, so like... Yes, sir. I think if I set, I was probably fine. I think if I set, I might have been okay, but yeah, heavy is rough. You had the Trinity. Yeah, he had the Trinity that game. 1-for-1 brain, heavy storm. There was nothing I could have done. That wording, you're arguing that the custom format in which you add a couple of sets looks similar to regular Edison and same card pool but different rulings does. Oh, I don't fully understand what you're saying. But that's, yeah. Cube, yeah, just cube. That's a good way to play cube. GG's, bro. That was a good one. That was a good set. We got We got kind of cooked. All right. Count the amount of times games you've had on one hand, all because of slow play. Yeah, I've only had one game go into time that I can remember ever, like tournament game, like literally ever in Edison format. So it just doesn't really happen, and it only really happens if your opponent's like kind of a new player. Okay, I was not really feeling the list. I'm gonna keep it real with you guys. The list didn't hit for me. I want to make some changes. Dust Tornado, mid. I want Nobleman. This guy. Chad. Rulings and erratas define Edison more than his carpool. You're absolutely correct with that, Frank. You're absolutely correct with that. The rulings and errata do define it like a crazy amount, significant amount. Need another normal summon? Maybe. I don't know. This DDR shit it might not be it. This Nobleman shit might not be it either. This list might not be it. Honestly, I say we just ground up this shit. Because this is like... might not be it. I want to play Breaker in this deck. I know you, like, it fucks with Totem Dragon, but I want to play Breaker so badly. Breaker would be so good in this deck, man. He'd be so good. People would not be ready for it. They'd be like, oh, fuck. It hits the Dust Tornadoes. I need Fire Dog. You like the Dark Dragons deck better? We might be able to play that one instead. Let's see. Something like this. Breaker has become one of your favorite cards. It's so good, right? Yeah, Tago, chill, bro. Frank is just making a point. Decree Dragons with Noblemen, Chalice, and Books. Just drawing bad. Thought about getting good. My draws weren't bad. He just drew the nuts game 3, which is like fine. All right. Lock in, everyone. It's time to lock in. We're gonna build the best dragon deck anyone's ever seen. I'm gonna name it DD Warrior Lady Dragons for real this time. Oh, that's not. For real. We're gonna name it for real. So start off with the obvious. Red Eyes Darkness. And Red Eyes Wyvern. Alright, this is the obvious one, right? And Future Fusion. Of course. Have to have Future Fusion. Heavy Storm. Space Typhoon. How does this look so far? This looks pretty good, right? I'm kind of feeling this. Okay, we need 5-headed dragon. Because obviously we need 5-headed dragon. Breaker. We're gonna get Breaker, don't worry. Looks broken? Same. I just play this 9, bro. Just play this 9. You love Totem Dragon Lad list you posted a while back? I like that list too. It's just like kind of meta dependent. I really want to make it as not meta dependent as possible. Like so it's like as good as possible against everything. Can we just call that the deck? Yeah, let's just run this. And let's put 31 draw cards in the deck. So that we always do. Dark Smorg, probably not a hit for me. I'm not a big Dark Smorg guy. I'm a big Drago guy. I think he's amazing. I actually think Exploder Dragon's hella good too. Play Warrior Lady and D-Elk? You mean play Flamvell Fairies? Which is eventually what I... Every time I play Warrior Lady, I'm like, I should just be playing D-Elk and Flamvell Fairies because that deck is gas. Vanillas plus Heart of the Underdog. Cooking. Pause champ. Let him cook. Okay. This looks solid. So far. I like Exploder Dragon. I wish he could attack for damage. If he could attack for damage, he'd be like an S tier card. He'd be so good. But because he can't deal battle damage, it's just like, oh, he's so anemic, bro. He's so anemic. Yeah, a way to get great cards banished. Great cards? Dragon fairies. It's just so many normals. But yeah, I don't think it's terrible. Like, you could, like... I've played Alchemists and Dragons before, and it's pretty good. I agree, it's pretty good. Alright, Nick Base is cooking. Let's just try it. Let's just try it. Fuck it. Fuck it, we ball. 3 Alchemists. Return. Plus skill drain deals damage. Hey, you're kind of cooking with that. DDR. Gold Sark. Eravos? What's up, Eravos? How you doing? Oravos. Okay, Warrior Lady. We probably only need 2 Warrior Ladies like this, because, like, we'll just loop them. But I'm still going to play 3, because she's her. Upstart's probably fine. 3 Christian, 3 Herald, 2 Honest. Let's go. No, probably not that deep. Probably just Alchemist. The very starter package. It's gotta be Book of Moon. That's kind of like the clutch. Book of Moon, it just works really well with these cards. And Torrential, of course. And Solemn Death Shoot. Call the Haunted. We need more dragons. You want to get into Yu-Gi-Oh! Edison? You still can. RBET will have all the correct rulings, so just play in RBET. Mirror Force. I've been less and less impressed with Mirror Force lately. This is definitely going to be a needle stealing deck. Shining Angel doesn't get us to dragons. We need more dragons. All of the rest of our monsters have to be dragons, because we only have 4 summons that can bring out our red eyes. So all of the rest of our cards need to be dragons. So it's gonna have to be maybe Mass Dragon. This is where the complication arises, you know. We start to hit a wall at this exact moment. It might be Spear Dragon. Mirage Dragon can support Honest. But Honest doesn't seem like that great. I don't know. It might be Spear Dragon just because the summon alongside Alchemist isn't bad. So we might be Spear Dragon gaming. Straight up. Might be Spear. I think Spear makes the most sense. And then we can max Book. This looks kind of good. Has Nick Base cooked? This is a lot of normal summons. But pause champ. We can make it work. This might just be a single Starlight Road. See, it's probably a Vortex deck. Is this crazy? What's the last card here? It's probably Bottomless. Bottomless is just too good. Is this actually good? Are we like cooking here? How about chain disappearance? You do mask of restrict. This is a mask of restrict dragon deck because we don't play totem. 16 normal summons is a lot. Most decks play 15 to 16 in Edison. But it is a lot with upstarts, so we might need to cut one. Probably side Cyber Dragon. This is a Cyber Dragon deck. Dragon Ice plus Heroes, that's interesting. It's not exactly what we're going for, but it's interesting. And we'll get a Stardust. No totem, so we can play Breaker. We can play Breaker. That's true. We'll put one Breaker in the side. I actually did want to play Breaker. You're right. Thanks for reminding me. Do we just side Starlight Road? Side Cores, maybe? Is it side Starlight Road and then main deck like Dust Tornado or something? Does someone cook up Vayu with Dialk? Adding back Vayu isn't exactly good. Virus, we only have this as targets. It's not worth doing. And we play Mask of Restrict, so. I kind of like the direction of this. I think this looks pretty good, but like, I think some of the like minutia, like the Vortex, DDR, or Starlight Road, like the tech cards might be a little bit messy. Man. What's the spell card that's a good sideboard card? This is probably a good power filter deck. Maybe drop stun. It's a good catch-all. Alright, let's try this. This is super experimental. Old Edison, please. Based. There's only one Edison, though, by the way. There's only one Edison. Edison back to locals, hosted events at the side. Who the fuck is going to enter Ultimate Timers events without priority? Literally no one. Good luck, have fun. I mean, except casuals, so. Fuck. He picked paper. He knew my weakness. Oh, man. Doesn't Dragon Ice have really weak attack stat? Isn't it like really low historically? And literally. Fuck! I don't want to play against this. Warrior Lady. Fuck. Son of a bitch, dude. I don't want to play this game out. Stupid ass game. Imagine Dragon Ice here. What would it do? It would just be a -2. Alright. We're going to try to dig our way out of this. It's not going to be great. I don't have to set anything quite yet. But possibly. Oh my, no. We're just booking that shit. Okay. He let it resolve. He didn't negate with Titanial. Fuck. I was hoping he would negate with Titanial. Son of a bitch. It's cool. It's cool. We just -1'd. Unfortunate. Unfortunate. Bottomless isn't terrible. I get cooked here by everything. Do I have to solemn that? I do, don't I? Yeah, I have to solemn that. Otherwise, I lose the solemn. What am I doing with Pinocchio Dragon? Losing. That's what I'm doing. I went second, and he put Titanial into play, and I drew all some mono summon stops. Going second. It's not looking good, boys. It's not looking good. It's not looking good. Oh, we got smoked. We got smoked. That's tough. That's a tough one. But we got a sideboard for this. Copium. Somewhat. We didn't draw Warrior Lady, man. What the fuck? Maybe I need Rhoda too. Book of Moon stops Lila. Lightning Vortex is good. Heavy Storm's a little bit worse here. If this is Amaryllis. Drago's actually not that good here. Book of Moon is just like not good here. Straight up. This might be good. Let's try this. I want more Mask of Restricts. It's only for Titanial and Bonfire. It's only for 5 cards. I guess they're pretty important 5 cards, but like, we don't really target the Titanial anyway. We just have Warrior Lady loop. We might need a Heavy Storm for Skill Drain, but I have Space Typhoon Double Dust, so should be enough. I don't know. Why don't more decks play Trapstone? That card is crazy. It's a liability and a Raikou, and when it resolves, it's obviously very good, but it's a little slow. So people like tend to prefer spell cards or like faster back row removal, so that they can make the play the same turn that they clear the back row. It is a very good card though. I do think that it is underrepresented for sure. Alright. The hand doesn't seem unplayable, but it doesn't seem horrible either, so. Monster, cool. It's probably Raikou. Could be Dandy. Let's just attack. It's Raikou. Alright. Correctly hits the middle set. Alright, cool. Mills 3. Set Air Force. Phase Reveal Exploder. We still have the pressure, which is good. Watch live stream for the shitty new policy during the 10-hour train ride this morning. Did you manage to find a venue for the RBT? We have a couple of leads, but I have not secured anything as of yet. We do have a couple of leads. Ooh, hello. That is a big boy. 19, the Dome. D-Prison? I don't like that. I don't like that. What am I... This is such a counter deck. Holy shit. It's fine, I guess. I'll just draw another dragon. Copium. Probably set Exploder Pass. I just don't really want to take a Titanial hit here if I can avoid it. Like, he could do something really annoying, like summon Dandy attack. Okay, another Drago would be really good. That's not terrible. Okay, so this is 4,000. I'm gonna go for it. I have Solemn Air Force. Good to know. Hope you can stick it to Konami in the US. And Italy, you have a big circles already organizing? Hell yeah. That's great to hear, Taco. Hope this becomes a community-wide effort. Same. Me too. Okay, he's got Gorge. That's fine. The Gorge comes down here. Obviously ugly, but we have this. This actually might be goated in Dragons. I think we might be moving into a main deck Needle Ceiling era. Kind of vibing with that, actually. I hope Riftbound annihilates Yu-Gi-Oh! Riftbound is gonna do some damage, bro. People are gonna play that. That game's gonna be big. Even if it sucks, it's gonna be big. Because League is massive. Let's just attack Wyvern. That's fine. We can just bring that back. That's just a damage ping. Normal Consecrated Light. Okay. Doesn't stop anything. Activate Red Ice. Special Summon Wyvern. It's Wind. What's up? He said, bruh. Yeah, Wind Attribute gets you mixed up. That's not something you should side against Dragons, generally speaking. Right. Riftbound has announced money prizes just for regionals. So we playing Riftbound or what, boys? Sounds lit to me. Sounds fucking lit. Shit. Ooh, how's it going? Yeah, I'll hit with Wyvern. Morphing Jar. Oh, interesting. I was not thinking about that. Money is good, but do I get a rubber back for winning worlds? Kappa. Okay, the jar is now destroyed. Main phase 2. He has a lot of cards now. I want to set both Torrential and Dust Tornado. I actually don't want a Future Fusion this turn. As weird as that sounds. I want to Alchemist. Activate the effect. It's fine. Set, and pass. What's my banner sound? Oh, I've got Drago. Okay, that's a good one. Hydrogen Homie says misinformation spotted. What is this new Dragon Brew? You joined late. This is something that I think Nick Base suggested. Right? Let me scroll back a little bit. Yeah, I think Nick Base suggested this. Correct me if I'm wrong. I might be going back too far. There's Lila. Priority. I don't know if that matters too much. Target. I just blow up whatever. Yeah, this doesn't really matter. It's gonna blind hit the Solemn. Out of 5 chainables? No. Out of 5 cards, the only one I cared about was the Solemn. That's kind of crazy. He hit a 1 out of 5. If he heavy storms me here, I might actually lose. Not for certain, but... You get unique prizes only for you? Riftbound is going to be amazing. That's sick. So you can get prizing for off meta too? That's fucking awesome. A lot of back row. Don't love this for me. So end phase is good. Lila's gonna activate. It's 3, hits no plants. That's pretty good for us. Could bring out the Amaryllis by banishing Titanial here. That's good. On summon, I'm gonna Torrential. I could have maybe Needle Sealing, but so I'll take 800 and then I'll add back the Drago to my hand, who is kind of our game shot guy here. And then we can try and Dust Tornado and hit one of these back row like that interrupts us. Looks like he's on a lot of interaction. I think just using the Drago as bait is probably fine, actually. Like normal Drago here is probably solid. Bottomless, yeah. See, like that way I'm not trying to blind hit like a bottomless trap hole or something like that. And then I'll try to go Future Fusion next. This also baits. We already have a Wyvern and a Red Eyes down, so this isn't really that big of a deal if this resolves or not. Okay, it looks like it is going to resolve. So I'm going to be able to send 2 more Wyvern, 1 more Red Eyes, and Spear Dragon, and probably a Drago. Okay. Cool. So that's like our pressure. And we normal summon this turn. We don't really want to use Upstart, I don't think, because I want Warrior Lady to be lethal next turn. All right, and we'll just pass. Cool. This is such an interesting game. This could only happen in Edison format. And if the rulings were all to be changed, you couldn't have a game this cool and interesting and back and forth. Instead, you'd just be losing to bottomless trap hole to second hit flips. You wouldn't be able to activate Future Fusion. So it's 1 turn for Future Fusion. All right, let's take our 50-50 now. We're just going to go Dust Tornado on one of these new back row. Probably the one closest to the deck. Hoping that that's the most real one. Okay, that was fake. Unlucky. We'll just try to close this one out. Attack. See the deep prison. No. Okay. Game 3. We're going to game 3. Was the bottomless the only real one? What is he typing out? It says, didn't look at your life, you still had an action. Do you want to do the action? I'll let him take it back. I don't care that much. We're feeling generous. Okay. Have back your life. Yeah. I think we're still a favorite to win here, but $1,500. That's how much you're at. Billy, so sorry if this has been said. Does it look like it's likely that there will be, yes, it is likely. I'll say yes, Velius. I have a lot of leads on venues. I would like a few more leads on venues. I think that that would give us a bigger guarantee overall. But yes, it looks likely as of right now. we're going to try to do that, and that way the players will have something worth playing in. I hope that helps, Felix. If you have already booked travel for Nats, reach out to me on Discord. We'll make sure you get priority signups. You already have travel plans? Yeah. Book. Hit me up, and we will. Wish I said Willis Storm died. No, we were throwing RBET before Konami, and we'll keep throwing it after. So it won't. Absolutely not. It's gonna be a real Mirror Force hours. Hoping this just works. Cool. Does. He can bring out Amarilli. Single Amaryllis M-Phase. M-Phase is chill. It's not like the hundreds of thousands of people who play this format are just going to disappear overnight. That just doesn't make sense. Alright, standby phase. We get the five-headed dragon. Scared to hell your locals will follow. That won't happen. You're good. You're chilling. Spear me to death. I'm gonna try. Problem is, I don't think there's a great way around all this. Should do some funny trolling and announce on the day of RBT that you're using modern rulings. Road. Shall see. We still have game 3. We still have game 3. Yes. No confirmation. You should do some funny trolling and announce on the day of the RBT you're using modern rulings. That would be funny. I think it would piss a lot of people off though, so we're not going to do that. We're going to play it a little bit safe. People are already kind of PTSD'd from Konami shit. Bottomless D prison. Man. I liked the sidedness that we had, but I think he has a little bit more back row than I was anticipating, so I'm thinking Breaker and Heavy Storm are actually not that bad. Breaker's pretty good into Raikou too. Whatever. I'm not going to think about this too much. If they're an OTS, they will have to. I mean, they'll have to in air quotes. You know what I'm saying? They don't have to do shit. They don't have to enforce whatever they don't want to enforce. It's their store. Okay, let's see. Just don't play with cinches. Facts, bro. Or they could just stop being OTS. It's not like there's really that much you get out of being OTS anyway. Your OTS said that they will not follow what Komani's changes. Yeah, there you go. Based. Giga Chad. Alright, he's got the Trap Dust Shoot for us. So we're getting kind of owned here, but thankfully there's no Lone Fire Blossom situation going on. He might take Alchemist here if he thinks that it doesn't miss timing by Raikou, but the best take here is... Actually, this one's kind of tricky. Breaker's interesting. That's not what I was expecting. That's not really what I was expecting. I hope we get more stars that will follow the original rules. They'll just lose their player base if they don't. It's like they're kind of forced to follow the original rules, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay. Maybe that's dandy. Maybe he wanted me to attack into them. You have to be such a dog shit human being. Oh, no. We gotta dust that. On fort. Trooper! No! Ooh, this is a good draw from the opponent. Oh my god. Unlucky. Alright, that's a lot of traps to have with Decree and Catastrophe, but this is very real damage we're getting hit by here. Alchemist plays around bottomless, but we might want to play into bottomless to make the Alchemist live. Fuck. This is not what I wanted to draw. This is bad. I'm gonna keep it real. This is rough. We have to kill the card trooper. There's just no way around it. And I think the worst card in our hand is probably Wyvern. So I'm going to go with Wyvern. Am I cooking, chat? Is he cooking? I guess we'll find out. Okay, he's not defending the card trooper. He gets to draw a card here. Main phase 2. Do we just put this into play? We just say fuck it, we ball and put it into play. I'm gonna get marked, bro. I just have to pass. Yeah, there's a mark. Okay. I was maybe thinking like I'm gonna be honest, I don't know about this Alchemist stuff. I don't know if this is it. Is it double sack for Titanium with the Dandy? Or is it just more back row? It's just more back row. I don't mind this so much. Yeah, it's just attack. I wonder if he anticipated this. He's gonna mill only? That's fine. Flamvel for dragons. Yeah, Flamvel Fairy is the truth. Find a venue yet? We have a couple of leads, but if anyone has any suggestions, please reach out to me on Discord. I followed through with some of them. Some are just closed because it's Sunday, so we're gonna, or some of their offices are closed because it's Sunday. Priority. Skill drain. Alright. Or those does get popped here. Thank you, Cookie Blood or Zombie World. They're underexplored. They are, aren't they? Set, pass. We might be okay here. There's a lot of back row from Malevolent and Decree. Huh. Skill drain Emeralds, it's very good usually. If you can maintain the position, it's very difficult to beat. Right now, we kind of have the position because of the red eyes. Okay, there's the fertilizer. So that means no normal. He can go Lone Fire, he can hop into Titanium here, and then we can deal with that accordingly. We might not deal with that accordingly. What if we save this? Lone Fire works. There's that. I think we do bottomless here. I think it's just safer. Huh. Phoenixing cluster. Yeah, that'll activate. I like his list. Doesn't look that bad. I think there's some weird sighting choices and then like maybe a few things that he could do differently, but yeah, I like the list. Looks solid to me. I want to wrap this one up. So I'm going to play into everything. Oh, he's going to think on this one. Okay, there's Torrential. All right, that's fine. So we'll take 800 here. We'll get to add back Wyvern. And then I think the main thing we want to do here is find... I don't even know. Like, if he just has a Lone Fire next turn, like, we just lose. Probably find Heavy Storm here. Like, that seems like it'll be relevant in 2 turns. Maybe I didn't need to summon the Wyvern there, but it gets the Wyvern in the grave for the Red Eyes. But now it's like, I can't really ever take the turn off to Wyvern the Red Eyes because the stupid Amaryllis will hit me until, like, next turn. Oh, this is really bad. This is really bad. That's really bad. Okay, he's going to pass. Not going to use the Amaryllis. Does he not have another plant? He might not have another plant. Bottomless for Amaryllis is insanely good. That's insanely good right here. We die to Mark of the Rose. Setting this into our own Heavy Storm is kind of stupid, but I think we have to do it. Why are people defending Konami's actions? Bootlickers, man. It's like Stockholm. I don't get it. It's like, I have no idea the level of cope people have to be on to defend this decision. Especially like in the face of the majority of people being like, what the fuck? This is ass. Ah, yeah, he had brain control. Alright, GG's. Oh, wait, look, wait. In game 2, the set card was Needle Ceiling. He got us good there. How does this game? Too many normal summons. I don't like this build. I think it's too many normal summons. How do you like Catastrophe? It seems risky, but if it works, it's sick. That's what I'd say. If this works, it's sick. Cool tech. Makes it easier to have to read back. Alright. There's no other opinion that's correct. Yeah, facts. It is correct. I mean, like, you just wouldn't play this. You just go play it on RBET instead. Even advanced players hate the change, and they don't even play Edison LOL based. Can you make deck with Overwhelm? I could, but that's not what we're doing right now. Maybe in the future. Skilldrain is a pretty good card. That is a pretty good card. Alright, boys. It's been a fun stream. I'm glad we were able to connect as a community all together. And I would just like to let you guys know that RBET Indy should be moving forward. Ideally. And I'll see you guys in the future. I'm going to go eat breakfast. Peace.